Yeah, which means they might. Listen, I may have to consider the fact that maybe you do have to go get a disciplinarian like Bill Belichick, because you got a quarterback that won't learn. You got a fullback / tailback that's still doing crazy stuff online. You know what I'm saying? When you think about Scatterboo, I don't know if you saw the other thing that he was doing.
No, what did he do now?
He did something I saw something with him like banging his head or something. It was something stupid. But it's just like, listen, if you want to brand yourself as the meathead, what's the beef jerky thing with the big Sasquatch and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? If you want to brand yourself that way, that's one way. That's cool, but that wears out real fast, being like the bushwhackers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being like the village idiot. Like, that wears thin, especially if you're not playing well, if you get hurt a couple of times. So you got 3 players all in this rookie class that need some discipline, need some straightening, as these dudes and these YNs were saying in the streets. You need some straightening. Because, like, the fact that, Jaxson Dart is defiant. And, it's one thing, okay, when that hit is up high, when you're running late on the sideline. It's another thing is that hit's low and that foot's planted and you get your knee blew out and there's nothing you can blame everybody but yourself. Mm-hmm. And at some point, I understand that the tight ends and the team want to protect him, but you can't protect stupid. You know what I mean? At some point, you got to say, all right, man, listen, we told you, and now we ain't going to be coming up here, because if that linebacker or that tight end, Theo Johnson, would have came at me like that after I did something that was legit legal, you would have got these uppercuts. You would have got these hands because you hit me first. So you should get the penalty. You would have got these hands, blessed hands, especially in a game where I'm kicking y'all ass, and it ain't going to affect me one bit. You know what I'm saying? So I can take this 15 to put a nice display that says if you hit me dirty, and I hit somebody clean, then it's consequences, repercussions.
Well, last night, just all the way around, looked bad. It was 33-15, but it wasn't even that close.
They look soft.
It looked soft. Bart, if you told me last night that the Patriots had bounties out on guys, I would have believed it, because they went and took people out. And it was
bullying them.
But yeah, just pushing them around like it was nothing.
And the hits was like, okay, yeah, baby. Yeah. It's guess what this is? This means that it's football season. These pads harden up, and we getting in playoff mode. We getting that intensity up to that intensity level. Vrabel got these guys playing like, hey, man, everybody think y'all paper champs, baby. And they play physical, pushed them around. Man, I thought they look like Jody on Baby Boy, man, getting choked out by Vin Raines. That's right. That's right. Call for your mama. Call for your mama. You lucky I stayed off for you. You always want a brother with 2 strikes to get their 3rd strike. I told you, young brother, don't mess with me.
Let's start with each one individually here. Let's start with the fact that you have Jaxson Dart taking these hits on the sideline. And I want you to hear some of what he had to say and some of what Kafka had to say about this. All right, first of all, here is Kafka talking about Dart in that instance, and don't you want him to go out of bounds when he takes a big hit?
Yeah, I mean, obviously don't want him to take any hits that are unnecessary, but he was working his way out of bounds.
He was working his way out of bounds.
That's why your ass gonna get fired.
Yep.
That's why you can't say, because you afraid to hold this young man accountable. Yeah, he has to get out of bounds, especially once he sees the defender closing in. Get your ass out of bounds, especially when the NFL has sent out a memorandum, whatever you call it, a memo saying, hey, we are not going to protect y'all with this Patrick Mahomes act like I'm about to step out of bounds and keep going forward, putting defenders in limbo.
Yep.
When they're running full speed on the sideline, they got to put on the air brakes because you decide to step out of bounds. You want a total line. Declare yourself out, just like when you're in the field of play, your ass better slide because I'm coming to take your damn head off. You understand? The whole thing for me to tackle anybody, let alone a quarterback, is to knock your freaking head off. So if you want to play around, you're going to mess around and find out, and I'll take the 15, but your ass may either be concussed, or if I take that leg out and that knee buckle, you might be done for the year wondering about why I ain't on the field because I'm making dumb decisions. Like, what was to be gained? 1 more yard, a half a yard? It was nothing left to be gained but to take this damn hit.
Oh, he had to get that first down in the first quarter.
And you coming off the protocol. You're just coming off the protocol.
But not only this, but listen to the arrogance with which he speaks about it. I'm going to play 3 or 4 cuts in a row here of him talking about it and clearly getting tired of being asked about it.
I understand the question. This is football. Like, I'm going to get hit if I'm in the pocket or outside the pocket. Like, it's like I feel like I've played this way my whole entire life. It shouldn't be like any shocker to anybody if you've followed along with my career. I'm not playing soccer out here. Like, you're going to get hit. Things happen. It's just part of the game. I played like this my whole life. Like, turn high school tape, turn my college.
Guess what, bro? Yeah, you're right. You play like this your whole life. It won't be a long life. That's what we're trying to tell you, dummy. Listen, I hate when guys come in the league and they try and act like they doing something or they built out of something that previous football players weren't built out of. Like, all of a sudden, there's something so special. That's why I love Anthony Richardson. I'm an alien. Man, well, Ghostbusters got his ass real quick. Men in Black got his ass real quick because his ass been on the injury report and had been missing games because, God, I don't know what you – bro, you're a damn quarterback. You ain't built for this, bro.
Let's make it simple, okay? When you continue to hear a couple more of these, I'm going to keep playing them. Hang on. I just want you to hear them all first before we bring back any more, before we have any more comments on it, because it gets worse.
I played like this my whole life. Like, you turn on my high school tape, you turn on my college tape. Like, it's not like a shocker to anybody. Like, it's how I've played. Felt like if you just watch the game, like, I did slide. I did avoid a lot of hits. So you're going to get hit. It's football. Look, I'm going to keep playing aggressive. Hopefully everybody can take a second to watch my tape going back to high school and realize that this is not a shock. I play the game aggressively. I took one hit that people are talking about. I slid, got out of the way of a lot of hits. So I appreciate people wanting to, me to be healthy and all that stuff. And I want to be healthy too, but I play this game aggressive. So I'm not going to just change how I play the game. My body feels good. I got knocked out of a game against Chicago on a fluke play. You watch the hit, I lose control of the ball, and I don't brace myself because I'm trying to recatch the ball. It's not because of the hit. It's just because I lost the ball. So, just like any other league, like you take new steps, there's bigger, faster players, but like my body feels good. So, I'm going to play aggressive. I feel like if I just turn into a complete pocket passer, that's just not how I want to play the game. I feel like there's an advantage to me using my legs.
Let me break.
Lamar Jackson's not a pocket passer.
No. Let me
Does he take hits like that? Stupid hits like that?
Not anymore. If he did it, I don't even remember him taking violent hits when he was young and a rookie in the league.
Never.
Well, Bart, let me put it into simple terms for him, okay? You want to make $300 million in the league? Stop. Yeah. Because otherwise, you're not going to, and you're going to be out of the league in 2.5 years. That can absolutely happen. And for me, that should be the easiest thing to say to this kid who's being a dumbass. That's what he's doing right now. Don't be a dumbass.
He's been like our kids. He's been defiant.
It's so easy on that play in particular to just step out of bounds 1 yard earlier. And that way, if that guy does hit you late, he's getting the penalty. Not you. He is. But then you're probably still avoiding it because he's going to at some point be afraid of it. Man, he wasn't afraid last night because it's clear that they were sending a message along the lines of, all right, you want to get hit? Here it comes. This is what it's going to be like. And he sprung back up like a big tough guy. That's great. And it was a fluke hit that you got hurt on. That's great. You cannot dictate a damn thing when it comes to this game. Not a damn thing. So when you talk about the fact that you're going to get hit whether you're in the pocket or not, at least protect yourself when you can.
Right, because in the pocket you can't protect yourself. You don't know what's happening. Right? So listen, if I'm a defender, I say I'm going to be the guy. I'm going to be the guy to show him that this ain't a game. That I'm a grown-ass man and he ain't built like me. Like, so, all right. All right. You don't mess around and find out. And I hate to be the people that say, yeah, I told you so. Right? Cam Newton got his easy button checked. Cam Newton.
Dude, 6'5" and what, 270 when he was playing?
250. Got his easy button checked. Night. Okay, keep thinking it's a game, bro. My body feels great. Bro, it's year one. I did 11. Quarterbacks are, if you're decent, should do 15. Bro, you're not going to make 8.
Bart, he might make 8, but he's going to make 8 as a low-paid backup.
Exactly.
He's not going to make it because he won't be able to stay on the field, and nobody will be willing to invest that money in you. This is it. Like, forget everything else. We as fans can sit here and rip this guy apart. What are you doing? The coaches can do whatever they want. The agent just needs to sit down and say, listen,
you're being real dumb.
$300 million. By the time he's going to be by the time it's time for him to get a contract.
5 years. 5 years.
That's what we're talking about. It's not even in 2.5 years from now. He could be talking about getting that extension, or he could be talking about getting nothing. And the Giants are talking about drafting another quarterback because he can't play more than 5 games in a year.
Because he's damaged goods.
It's just stupidity
RG3.
and arrogance. It's an incredible arrogance. We started talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Dude, it's not about you and the way I play the game, and I'm such a tough guy. No, it's not about that. It's about everybody else around you and the fact that you are good and the fact that they need you.
It was nothing tough about what he did by taking an L. Taking a shot for no reason. It was nothing tough about that. It's stupid. It's tough if you would have lowered your shoulder, ran him over. Okay, you're stupid, ill-advised, but at least you're protecting yourself and delivering a blow. You received 100% of that. 100% of that. And, you already got to take hits that you can't avoid because you don't see them or somebody's holding you up. That's a volunteer one. I remember Franco Harris, right? They asked him why he stepped out of bounds. He said, "Why take a hit? I don't have to." Longevity, right? That's why he did it. Mm-hmm. He's a damn running back. And he was 6'3", 6'2", or however tall Franco was. Franco was a big back. And if you want to – all right, this might be the dumbest draft class of people. Talented, but could be the dumbest draft class for just – these are the representation. And that's the crazy part. Carter, Scatterboo, Dart.
And that's
they seem like they speak for the damn team for the most part. They're actually probably more popular or as popular than anybody on the team.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's get to Carter for a moment, okay?
Man, this dude's an idiot.
All right, first of all, I want you to hear Brian Burns, okay? Because I have a question about this just to begin with before we get to some of what he has to say about it. Here is Burns. Is Carter learning anything from these mistakes?
It's just an honest mistake, He's human. He makes mistakes. At the end of the day, he does have to be a pro, and he does have to, take accountability, which he did for what happened. But I'm just trying to help him be the best he can and try to help him through his rookie campaign. That's all.
How's he taking accountability if it happened again?
Exactly.
Accountability, the coach told you, and I heard Carl Banks talking before it started. He was like, well, because at first they didn't know what was going on. And then they were like, well, if he's out because he missed something, then that means it's been happening. And there was reports that it was been happening. And he still didn't learn, right, because he missed a quarter before.
What we seem to know is that it was happening while Dable was here, but he wasn't getting punished. And right. Kafka, at the very least, held him accountable in the Packers game for the first, whatever, series or two or a couple of plays.
I fell asleep in the training room.
Well, here he is. Here's a couple of cuts from Abdul Carter on the situation.
I let my team down today. First 2 drives I was out. They scored 17 points. I take responsibility for that. I got to be out there. I got to do better.
Do you feel the message got through?
Yeah.
Your second time in 3 weeks getting started. What happened?
Happens.
What happened?
I ain't going to get into detail. Like I said, happened.
Why, Abdul?
Ask me the same question. I just answered.
Blank happens. I'm not going to answer it.
But taking accountability, right? What's taking accountability? You ain't taking accountability.
No.
Just because you say you're taking accountability, that's my fault. That ain't accountability. The accountability they should take some money out of his pocket. Yeah, you want? All right, let's dock you the biggest fine that we can give you, and then it's the second one. I think it's $25,000, and the next one, if it's a repeat, can be $50,000. Let's take his money. Let's do that. Let's send his ass home. We ain't going nowhere. So this is the time to teach the kid a lesson. You know what, bro? You ain't dressing next week. Why is he even dressing? Because they thought they needed him to win. Well, even when he got in there, they still got that ass kicked. So how about teach him a real lesson? Because he's going – and listen, Brian Burns, that's weak sauce.
Yeah.
That's weak sauce.
Dexter Lawrence was pretty weak on it too. Basically, yeah, he's got to grow up, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's all you say. This is what I wanted to ask you. At one point to him, and I look at those other guys like, what are you doing with them? Because aren't some of those guys supposed to help get this message across to this kid when it continually is happening and it's not getting across?
Well, he's a grown-ass man, so what I'm not going to do is hold this man's hand.
Right.
But what I'm not going to do is let him know that I'm pleased with it, especially if we depend on hey, I'm going to tell him one time, hey, bro, we depend on you. Get your stuff together. Get your stuff together. If you can't get your stuff together, then if it happened again, like this the second time, I'll be done with him.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, we moving on, we proceeding like we can't depend on you, we can't count on you. So we going to act like you don't exist. Like, if you can't, like, look, young fella, if you got something that you're dealing with that you need to talk to somebody, you need to let us know so we can give you the necessary resource to help you. But the fact that you keep doing this, that's a lack of professionalism, and you think it's candy. You think it's sweet. You must think you him. You think you LT. You really do think you LT because LT used to show up for the game late. You must think you really are LT. You see another example of this, right? You see a great talented player in George Pickens. They got tired of it. They're like, bro, we ain't putting up with this. Bro, you can bounce. And he may get his money anyway. He may not. Right? Dallas may not have the money to get to him, so they may franchise him, and then everybody else give him 1-year deals.
Mm-hmm.
He might end up you can really end up in this league like Jadeveon Clowney. Never get your real money, your payday. Everybody only give you 1 or 2 years because they don't believe in you. Not saying that's the case with Jadeveon Clowney, but if anybody has followed Jadeveon Clowney's career, he every time it came time for him to get paid big money, he never got paid that big long-term 4 or 5 year contract. It's always a year or two. You see him here with Dallas before. He's been all over the place, right? He's been with the Ravens. The Ravens only kept him a year or two. He produced 10 sacks. You can end up like those guys where guys don't trust you long-term because they can't trust you now. Why would I give you a long-term contract knowing that you have horrible habits and eventually it's going to be the law of diminished returns? Like, I would really, bro, I might consider sitting him down for a whole game and put it underneath the conduct detrimental so he can lose a game check. Only thing players understand is losing money.
The Bills did it with Keon Coleman, and he came back last week, had a touchdown.
They did it twice.
Yeah.
He was a healthy scratch 2 weeks.
Yes. And it's not that Carter isn't going to be a better player than Coleman, but let's call what it is, okay? Right now, if you don't feel like you have to have any sort of accountability to what you're doing, which you can say it all you want, your actions are what's actually going to dictate it, and your actions tell me you don't give a damn. Your actions tell me you're going to do whatever the hell you want, and you're not going to prioritize being on time or whatever this was this time, whether he missed a meeting or whatever it was.
And just stuff happens? That's your excuse?
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop.
Stuff happens.
But I take accountability. Do you?
Accountability is saying what you did.
Yeah, accountability is not just saying it. Accountability is it's not happening again. You're not taking accountability so far. Because when it happens 2 weeks in a row, and he got a little bit
2 out of 3 weeks.
Yeah, or 2 out of 3 weeks. When it happens like that, and the coach got a little bit stricter, but again, I got to look at it like an interim coach, like, all right, I'm going to do something. I don't know how much I can realistically do here.
Yeah, I mean.
For him, with that kind of power.
This is the thing. The times that you want to – it's one thing when you messing up the olive cart because you plan for something and you like, man, we need this guy, but, man, we don't trust him, right? Like, I mean, you know, that was some of the sentiment like with like when Plexico was in Pittsburgh, right? Like, you know, that you put up with certain stuff because you're winning. And not to say that's what happened with Plexico, but I know that the Pittsburgh Steelers, with as good as he was.
No, they were done with him.
Should have paid him.
They absolutely should have paid him, but they were done with him instead.
And Santonio Holmes, right? Super Bowl MVP, still playing at a high level. They were done with him, right? So
you can argue Santonio Holmes made, and I know what we say about some of these others, you can argue he made the greatest catch in Super Bowl history.
Correct.
And they were more than happy to trade him for a 5th-round pick.
Exactly.
A couple of years later.
So don't get it sweet. I mean, if anything, you know, Kayvon Thibodeau should have been trying to show up like, see, at least I ain't this dude. Like, why don't you keep him around and trade his ass and pay me? You know, but the fact that this whole draft class, like, they're like the Three Stooges out there, man. Rather Scatterboo, like, they all got their different things. But essentially, they might be the dumbest class, like, unprofessional. Like, they don't get it collectively that they can be the future of this Giants team. But, you know, and I can't say anything about Scatterboo because he's just a goof, right? Yeah. But it's not like he did anything unprofessional. He comes, he works hard, so I can't say that. But, you know, his decisions of what he's doing off the field with the hopefully he learned from that.
Yeah.
Right? Just the optics. You got to understand, like, people always talk stuff because Russell Wilson always says the right thing. Well, that's an art too. You should always be able to say the right thing.
It shouldn't be that hard.
It's not that hard. Play the game. Understand that it's a game. Understand how the media works. Understand how, you know, you have to perceive yourself. Understand what type of brand you like. You want to be this renegade, get me Vaughn wild thing. Like, you're gonna find out, bro, that dudes in this league, like, because it's one thing. He lucky he gave him the flipper, right? It would have been another thing if he would have wrapped him up and hit him and landed on top of him, and then that head would have hit the ground or something like that.
Bart, I had a friend who was in PR, okay, and he would handle PR for college football teams, and he would tell his guys every year the 3 stars of the team that would end up going to the media day for the conference where they get hit with 40 different interviews.
Yep.
He would tell them, guys, the next 2 days is where you're making your money. The next 2 days is where you're making your money. And they paid attention right away. And when you get your attention like that, that's when people start to understand what it's about. And it helps immensely because in the league, and please tell me if I'm wrong, talent does not always definitively win out. Talent does not definitively win out. And that's what we're seeing right now with these couple of guys. And that leads me to this bigger point of the whole thing. You talk about Pittsburgh. You talk about Santonio Holmes. What happened? Mike Tomlin traded him. Bill Cowher traded away Plaxico Burress. Okay? They got rid of him. You talk about some of those places. What have those places had? Accountability. Accountability from the head coach. And so when you now, it's nothing against Kafka, okay?
Yeah.
But I look across the field. I look at how hard they're playing for Vrabel, and I look at how Vrabel's treating him, not just with the disciplinarian stuff, but also as they're talking about the pat on the back stuff. Like, they relate to that coach. They connect with him, but he doesn't take any crap either. And so, to me, that's where the Giants have to look at this and say, I can't have another coordinator come in here who's never been a head coach before. I can't
walk
do
over him. They could walk over him.
Exactly. I can't do it. It's not even just walk over him. It's I need somebody to take the helm and run this blankety-blank ship like it should be run. And when I have had that guy in place, I have won my Super Bowls. I had Tom Coughlin. I won 2. I had Bill. I won 2.
They hated him.
They hated him, but Tom even learned to adapt a little bit, and it worked.
Just listen to Tinky. You couldn't even have calf socks. And it wasn't about the calf socks. It was about, I'm telling you, you can't have something that I know that you might want, and then I'm going to make you compliant.
And by the way, Tiki was one of those guys who was very chatty behind the scenes in the locker room.
They got rid of him.
And Tiki, he retired, and what happened? The next year they won the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that was a direct correlation, but it was certainly along the lines of, one of the guys who would leak things out there, which, listen, I love Tiki, but he was chatty back then. I was covering that team, and there wasn't a time when you weren't talking to somebody, a reporter quietly in the locker room. That was happening. So that can happen, but when you don't have those distractions, when those things move on, and that guy generally, let's be honest about Coughlin, in a lot of ways helped his career in a big way with the fumbling problem and turned him into the back that he was at the end.
Yeah.
Like that says everything to me about what the Giants need now with a head coach. What the Giants need now with a head coach is somebody that understands the job.
Someone from day one that demands and commands respect.
Yes.
And accountability. Because it's not a talent. This is the thing. It's not a talent issue with the Giants, especially on the defensive side of the ball, which I feel like they got punched in the mouth yesterday.
They did.
It's not a talent thing. It's an effort thing. It's an accountability thing. Like, who's not getting their job done? Who's been held accountable? Because they're way better than this defensively. It's no way with this type of talent on this roster from the defensive standpoint, second highest paid defensive roster in football.
And this is what they're putting out there.
They were getting
30-7 at the half.
Punk. And listen, the Patriots let their feet off the gas. I'm sure Vrabel's like, man, this should have never got to 15 to 33. What the hell are we doing? Well, we put up 30 before half, and this is what we do? Nah, y'all don't got that killer instinct. He's developing them as well. When you got somebody down, you choke them down. And the Patriots have always been known for, if they play in a team that's inferior, they beat the brakes off of them. Never any letdowns.
They're not coming back on you.
Right. Listen, it's one of those things. Like when you beat somebody's ass, it's like Miami in the 90s, in the early 2000s. You run the score up.
Yep.
And you let them work. Like, coach, it ain't my responsibility for me to keep the score down. It's yours.
Yep.
It should have been 40, 45 points. It would have been it should have been super embarrassing. 33 ain't embarrassing. 40, 47. If you put up 30, you should at least score 2 in the second half. And I still would have been throwing 9.99, baby. Trying to hit my head on the goalpost.
It's Bart and Carlin on
Just
ESPN.
for them 2 Super Bowls y'all took from us.
I'll tell you, all the way around, there are a lot of problems here, and last night was emblematic of all of them. 800-919-3776. The lines are open right now. The chat is open over on YouTube. I will go in there. I will pick out some of your comments, and we will get them in on the show. We want you to be a part of the program at 800-919-3776. We are just getting started on a giant night that really was emblematic of everything that's wrong with the organization. Bart and Carlin, continuing. Phones next on ESPN New York.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Wednesday at American Whiskey with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Hornets, American Whiskey is your destination. The party zips off at 7 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Wednesday at 247 West 30th Street. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at American Whiskey.
On this wet and miserable traffic day, we got a lot of traffic on the Belt Parkway eastbound by Pennsylvania Avenue with a crash. One lane is blocked. In the Bronx, the Hutch northbound at Orchard Beach Road with an accident. Southbound FDR Drive by 20th Street, a crash. Northbound accident by Houston Street. In Fairfield County, 95 Connecticut Turnpike by Norwalk, an accident by Route 7. In New Jersey, stay off of Route 78. It's very icy. The temperature right around 32, and that rain's coming down at Jugtown Mountain. Accident involving 3 tractor trailers. New Jersey Transit, no service on the Gladstone and Morris-Essex line because of a trespasser strike, and the number 7 lines are delayed through Main Street in Queens. That's all because of switching issues. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text HIM to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HIM to 369-369. That's HIM to 369-369.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. You ready to hit it?
Let's do it.
800-919-3776. Let us connect with you. Also, we'll take on some of the comments over on the chat as well on ESPN New York's YouTube page. We'll start with Doug in Jersey up first on ESPN New York. Doug, what's going on, bud?
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, Boston, hey, listen, man. There might be a method to the Giants management.
Please explain.
It. This kid, okay, listen. He's punchy, like Rocky in the movie Cut Me Big. He's not going to change. He's like a Chuck Wepner. Hey, he's not going to last in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's stock. Wait for a draft. Keep Winston as your backup. Keep him as you got to keep looking for a quarterback because his play is not going to last.
Well, Doug, they're not getting rid of him.
No, hey, listen. If he keep doing what he's going to get rid of himself. He's going to hurt the team.
That's true.
You got to start planning ahead. Okay, so and also, Bart, why are we getting excited? That schedule last year, you said they may not win a game.
That's true.
They're doing pretty much what you said.
Yes, they are, and they're going to have a high draft pick. But I still also said that this team is too talented to be getting dominated on defense like this. We spending way too much money and not getting enough back in return from some players that are making a lot of money. And so how do we go forward in building? So we're going to draft players to replace players that we already paid a lot of money to? You're locked into a lot of these contracts. You can't get out of them for a couple of years.
So just to be clear, we're trying to go back to the beginning of the season and say, well, we weren't going to do anything anyway. And we're sitting here now when this team has blown 4 double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, and last night just got totally embarrassed across the board. That was not a competitive football game in any way.
That's what I'm saying. You want to be competitive, and you want to show growth. This defense hasn't – when has this defense showed growth?
Never. It's never shown growth.
I thought yesterday –
What about the new look?
The new look. The new look looks like worse than the old look. Because they've been in leads in the first quarter. Man, they were down 17. I was like, damn, it's still time in the first quarter.
It was – you blink and that game was over. You blink.
Man, you can see early. You can see early, like, the Patriots ain't playing.
No, they're exactly. That was the thing.
It's like you saw the Bills. They see the Bills on that ass, and they ain't playing. They's like, we ain't giving up this. Oh, they are not. Man, they out there hitting. Ooh.
That's why I said, like, the first couple hits, I thought, they might be out there with some bounties tonight. Let's go collect some money tonight. That's what it looked like.
I was like, was this some trash talk? We got beef. It's just a beef. They must have showed the Super Bowl game or something. Was that in the highlight?
Did they care? Did they actually care that happened?
They disrespected the shit. They disrespected the Samuel Adams.
Frank in Newark is next on ESPN New York. Hey, Frank, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy rain day. But I'm going to say this. It doesn't matter what talent we have on the field if we don't have the head coach that applies discipline to these boys. And I say boys because what I've seen so far, they're acting like boys. I mean, on the defensive side, this might be an NFL record. How many times has the defense been called offside throughout the year? How many times? It might be an NFL record. And then when it comes to Jaxson Dart, I think the right experienced disciplinarian head coach can knock sense into this kid and tell him, you're the most important piece of this franchise. I took special exception when he said, this is not soccer. I'm going to get hit because I play soccer. I don't know what soccer games he's watched, but I play soccer most of my life. And let me tell you, being a goalkeeper, you take a lot of punishment. You're out there versus 22 men.
Right, I'm not trying to, and listen, Frank, I'm not trying to somehow now draw the correlation between soccer and football. There's not a direct correlation. I get it. Soccer can be physical. That's fine. I'm not here to defend that sport. I don't care. What I care about is that the line that should be more troubling to you is this is just the way I played. This is the way I've always played and the way I'm going to play.
Yeah, deal with it.
Yeah, it's defiant. This is me, this is what I am, and this is what I'm going to do. And that's fine. That's fine, kid.
He said, I feel good. Yeah, that's because you're young, brother. Like, we talking about 3 years from now. You can get old real quick in 3 years from taking these type of hits. Just ask Brandon. Not that you're taking the hits that Brandon Jacobs was taking, but listen, there's been many of men way before you. Way
much bigger
than
than you,
yeah,
by
much
the
bigger
way.
Than you that learned that lesson.
Much bigger than you that learned you cannot take all those hits. And, boy, you want to find out what it's like? Think about it 3 years from now when you're trying to get a real job.
Yeah,
How
I don't know
about
why. Yeah, I don't know why you think you some big dude, some big tough guy. Like, why? Like why? That's like being a boxer, being I forgot his name, not Margarita. He smoked cigarettes, put his face out there and let the dudes hit him. Then one time he was doing it and somebody clipped him.
I don't remember who that was.
I'm gonna find him because he fought Shane Mosley. He used to put his face out there, smoke the cigarettes. He blew his cigarettes in Shane Mosley's face because he used to smoke cigarettes. But even before Mayorga.
Oh, okay. Honestly,
Mayorga.
Here's a couple of comments coming in. Marcus Blackman checking in. Why would the Giants put Dart out there with a mediocre line and no receivers? They should have left Jameis Winston in there.
Nah, man, the line hasn't been a problem.
No.
The line. Listen. I know we had a lot of questions and we said a lot of stuff about this offensive line. This offensive line has been relatively solid and decent. Like let's not. He's reckless. He's reckless, and he's young and reckless. And it's fine. You can be young and reckless, but I'd much rather when you're young and reckless, you become old and broken.
And it's selfish. Like, that's the other thing.
Yeah, because you're actually good, and you hold the ball every time, so that means you have our fate in your hands. It's irresponsible.
It's just angering. Listen, it's angering to watch this continue to happen. The same thing continue to happen.
Do you know how many players want to make a name off knocking your ass out and not letting you get up?
Oh,
you know
my God.
Listen, Ike Taylor, I just asked Pat White. Ike Taylor on the sideline. He's a legend for that. Was it Lito Shepherd or what? It was one of them had Reggie Bush crawling on all fours when he caught that swing route, crawling on all fours. Ben Roethlisberger. That was me. I go back to Baltimore. I get free crab legs for everybody. You crazy? We live for that. Like, oh, you want to be a football player? Oh, so you just think you bad, huh? You bad. Okay. Take that with you, Mr. Postman. You better go ask your offensive guards what I did to his ass.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Don't forget about the ESPN New York holiday party, which is back. Both the Michael Kay Show and Don Hahn and Rosenberg are bringing the holiday cheer at your mother's house in Garden City Park, Long Island on Friday, December 12th. We're once again collecting unwrapped toy donations this year to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. It all kicks off 1 p.m. Friday, December 12th at your mother's house. That's in Garden City Park, Long Island, Friday, December the 12th. It is brought to you by Amazon Pickup, Security Dodge, and Spike Dade. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app. There was an interesting little comment today or thought today in the New York Post about how the Giants view themselves and how good they believe this head coaching job is. We will explain next and find out if they're actually right. Load up the lines at 800-919-3776 on ESPN New York.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds, starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more, all on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum, don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
That was as bad as it gets last night.
Dart's going to go and get popped.
You need to adjust the way you play.
Like, I'm going to keep playing aggressive. I'm not going to just change how I play the game.
You've been in the blue tent how many times already? What might have worked for years in the past will not work now.
I played like this my whole life. Turn on my high school tape, turn on my college tape. It's not like a shocker to anybody.
How maddening is this guy?
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
If I just turn into a complete pocket passer, that's just not how I want to play the game.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. The
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
It really is kind of nuts that you can continue to make this kind of mistake. Listen to Christian Ellis last night, who is the one who delivered the pop right on Dart. Take a listen to this.
During the play, I saw the scramble, started chasing him down. He started tiptoeing on the sideline, and I thought he was just going to go out of bounds, but then I saw him tiptoeing. So I was like, stay in bounds. What am I supposed to do? We play hard on defense. We try to bring life to this team. So that's all I was trying to do, is just do my job and hit anything in the whites.
What kind of message can a hit like that send to a quarterback or an opposing offense?
Make sure to slide.
There you go. That says everything to me. That says everything to me. The guy who delivered the shot, Bart, says this.
What kind of message can a hit like that send to a quarterback or an opposing offense?
Make sure to slide.
The guy who popped him on the sideline, you better slide.
Yeah, I ain't playing with you, man. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. You ain't about to show me up in here, right? And you want to fight for this extra yard, you better lower your head, but you got to pay $200. $200 before pass and go. That's where we at. $200 before pass and go, bro. You crazy as hell. You think I'm just going to let you just come out here shine like you got a visible cloak on. Like, see, and listen, this is the thing. It was a memo sent to quarterbacks.
Yeah.
To teams. Like, yo, y'all getting away with this BS, fake sliding, fake, all this type of stuff. Act like you run out of bounds and turning it up. Nah, man, that's unfair. If you want to be a football player, you want to be live. When you run past that line of scrimmage, all your protections are gone. So you want to be a football player? Go be a football player. You want to essentially be a tailback? Go be a tailback.
Let's hit it. Here's Tessa and West Caldwell. I can't imagine this is going to go well. Hi, Tessa.
Hey, guys. Thanks so much for taking my call. I feel like if I talk with a smile, maybe I won't black out because I know Bart be thinking I'm going to have an asthma attack online, but I'm trying not to. But
get her some milk.
Just a couple of points I just wanted to add. Okay, the first one is this. Bart, you hit it on the head with the Three Stooges. I don't know who Jaxson Dart thinks he is. You haven't earned anything, bro. You need to follow the freaking procedure. Don't you see Josh Allen change? Don't you see Lamar change? and they're still out here running around and getting it. I don't know why you want to be the next RG3 or even something worse than that. He needs to knock it off.
Pat
His
White.
cockiness is getting on my nerves.
I'll show him Pat White tape if I was him.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of his cockiness. This is the way I play. Bro, you won't be playing too much longer. You think you Patrick Mahomes, he do that all the time, that stupid tiptoe stuff on the side, and everybody's scared to hit him because they know they're going to get a flag. Nobody's scared to hit you, bro. Nobody's scared to hit you, as you saw yesterday. And then Abdul, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's going on with you, but that's exactly why I will not be purchasing a jersey, because I don't even know if he will be on our team in 2 years. Okay, now, also, what's his name? Oh, yeah, Kafka. I would like him to do – you want to make business decisions yesterday? So that's why you didn't go on a 4th and an inch, but then later in the game you got to go on a 4th and 6, and then they still flipped it and still got points. Make a business decision. Pack your offense up and drive out of nowhere. Guys, I can't even digest losing anymore. I don't even have to wait no more. I don't have a way to digest it anymore. I don't have a way to keep comprehending my trash-ass team anymore. I don't have a way anymore, guys. I hope you can help me out, but I don't even know how to digest losing anymore in the fashion that we're losing. Oh, and Carlin, it's 5 fourth-quarter blown leads.
Oh, you're right.
Not
It's
4,
5. Sorry. 4 of 10 points or more.
Hurt.
4 of 10 points or more. Tessa?
I can't take it, guys.
I understand. And here's the thing about Kafka. What's going on right now does not necessarily hurt his chances. I don't think he has a great chance anyway, okay, to be the head coach.
But here's the thing, though.
To be the coordinator, he could be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A coordinator, but you got to be somebody that can talk to this kid. If this kid don't listen to you, then why am I going to make you the offensive coordinator? I bet you if Josh McDaniels was over there and telling him that you ain't going to be doing this. Remember, Josh McDaniels is an offensive coordinator too, but he got Drake May acting the right way.
All I need to know is that the guy who played the longest in the league understood very early in his career how to tuck and go down when it clearly had nothing that was going to be gained from staying up, and that's Brady.
Like a bad tent. And his buddy, his rival, Peyton Manning, will fold up like a bad tent too. Like, don't worry, brother. You can have the sack. I'm okay with 3rd and 15.
I'll figure it out the next time, but I'll still be here.
Exactly.
I'll still be here. But with Kafka right now, it's not necessarily a reflection on him, but it's more a reflection on the fact that they need somebody who's an actual leader. They need somebody who actually understands what it is to be a head coach in the league. Because I have to say, if I were a Giant fan sitting there last night, and I would think a Jet fan, nothing against Aaron Glenn, maybe it works out as the future kind of continues to come. But when you see that guy in New England and you see what they have in Drake May, you see why they're back so quickly.
Yeah.
You see why they're back so quickly.
And Drake May understands if he gets knocked out the game and somebody else has come in, that team goes from 9-2 or 10-2 to maybe 5-7. That's how important the quarterback position is.
Here, listen, I've been one of those people who has been knocking the Patriots because they haven't exactly beaten world beaters along the way. But last night they came out and kicked the Giants' ass like they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That was I don't care who's on the other side. They're going to get it, and here it comes. And that was complete and total domination by them.
You remember school days? Oh, brother, Mike T, please can I have another? That's what they were doing. The Giants bent over and they took the paddle from the fraternity brother. Oh, sweet brother Mike T, give me another. They just took it.
Give me a little Samwell here. Fill me in on what's going on there because they could use a little therapy today for sure, physically, because they got their butts kicked last night.
Man, you just call me with the Samwell.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Do you need a few minutes?
Yeah, well, not a few minutes, just a couple. You're gonna miss me on the camera though.
I was trying to stretch it out a little bit for you, but apparently not. How about I take a call while you get it, and then we'll get it in a minute. How about that?
Let's do that.
I love the way we could just let this fly out.
Oh, you know what? Forget it. Forget about it. It's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out here tailgating, cheering on your team. Well, not if they suck. But enjoying every Sunday, not if they suck. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he's dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that delivers real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today. Next caller, please.
How about this, though? First thing, before we do.
Uh-huh.
Young Wei Koo. Oh, my God.
No Wei Koo?
He kicked the ground. He kicked the ground.
Is that how Young Wei Koo looked like me on the golf course, tearing up them people's damn grass? Sorry, can I have the green dirt, please?
Oh my God! It looked like they needed to have some of that green dirt to put it down to replace it. Here he is on what happened.
The ball kind of slipped out at the bottom, so it was moving. I wasn't able to kick through the ball. The ball was moving when I was driving to it, so I just pulled up on it.
You pulled up. Your leg didn't get stuck.
No, I couldn't. As I was driving to it, the bottom of the ball was slipping out, so I just pulled up on it.
And he later said, somebody asked him if it was the first time it's happened. He's like, no, I've done it before.
I knew exactly what I was.
No, that's happened before.
Oh, classic, man.
Oh, my Lord.
Where's Justin Tucker when you need him?
Here's Daniel.
All he needs is a massage parlor. What did you say, the Russian tea house?
He's continuing to be out of work is where he is right now. Here's Daniel in Florida right now on ESPN New York. Daniel, what's up, buddy?
Thank you guys for taking my call. Well, I'm just going to get to the point. The way the players behave just simplifies the head coaching search. These young players, obviously need a head coach with credentials, somebody who has hardware, won Super Bowls. Hopefully we could get Mike Tomlin. The example with Dart refusing to play smarter, not harder, and taking unnecessary hits. Abdul Carter refusing to do the little things to show up on time, and it shows he's got all the potential in the world, but he's not willing to do the small things, and it reflects on his play on the field. He plays okay, but not living up to where we drafted him. And we just need to just clean house because we still have the stink of Dable, pronounced like table. He was a fanboy instead of a real coach where these young players can look up, respect, and create an atmosphere and an environment where do your job, the small things, and it will show up on the field.
Look, Carter, and even Carter said, they gave him credit for a sack, but it was on no gain. He's like, blank that sack. That wasn't even a sack. It wasn't even a sack.
Yeah, no gain is,
they technically call it a sack, but they gave him credit for it, but you still have 1.5 this year. And that's the thing. You ain't out there playing like LT.
Exactly.
Guys like me can only defend you for so long on stats like the pressure he's generating is the same as Burns. Okay.
Yeah.
At some point, you got to finish the job.
He out there like BLT, bacon, lettuce, and trash.
I want you to think about this for a second, okay? Before we get back to the top, next few minutes. Just think about this for a thought. There was a blurb in the Post today that inside the Giants facility, they feel like their head coaching job is going to be the best one available this offseason. Are they right? I want you to think about that for a minute. We'll discuss in a moment, plus more of you in the chat, on YouTube, and also on the phone lines at 800-919-3776.
Knicks fans, it's time for basketball, and the action starts on Wednesday at American Whiskey with Team ESPN New York and Ultra. Whether you need a pregame spot or you're looking for the right Knicks bar to watch the game versus the Hornets, American Whiskey is your destination. The party zips off at 7 p.m., and Team ESPN will be giving away ESPN, Ultra, and Knicks prizes. Join fellow Knicks fans on Wednesday at 247 West 30th Street. Cheer on your Knicks, enjoy Ultra draft and bottle specials, and cool prizes all game long at American Whiskey.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2025. Last chance! Donate now for a 2025 tax deduction.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
One thing I want you to be aware of, we will talk more about the Giants, but something that just came to my attention. Our guy Jonathan Macri, who we had on recently, just posted this as well, and I went and looked. It appears accurate. Giannis, after the Bucks lost last night to the 2-win Wizards, went and deleted virtually all of his Milwaukee Bucks content from his Instagram.
No, Cat, no, don't do it, Cat. Cat, like, yo, it's either him or me. I'm sick of dealing with this.
Well, listen, that doesn't mean anything, right?
Yes, it does.
He could have gotten all ticked off after that. I mean, that was bad. That's a bad way to lose.
Has anybody checked on our boss man? Is he on his G5 going to see him?
I've not talked to see if Greg Karmazin, who is the owner of Good Karma.
We had this flown in strictly from Greece. What do you call it? With the Spanish thing in it?
Spanakopita?
Yeah, he's a spanakopita. Here's spanakopita from your favorite restaurant. Damn!
The Bucks are 9-13, and they lost last night to the Wizards 129-126, and they have dropped 9 of their last 10.
They lost to Jordan Poole?
Oof. It is bad.
They lost. You losing to Jordan Poole, man. It's time to pack up.
The only team they have beaten in their last 11, 12, 10 games is the Nets. That's it. That's it. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if anything comes out of it. But just that Giannis deleted his any Bucks content from his Instagram. And he had, according to his Twitter account, he hasn't tweeted in like 4 years. So
so that means if he did that, it was active. He had to go. He had to go dust the app off. He's like, the Nazis pushed the button. You know when you about to delete something and you check all the boxes, but you got to go at the bottom and actually hit delete.
Yeah,
he had all of them checked. The Nazis hit the button. Hit the damn button. Yes, sir, boss.
It's like Rocky's guy in Rocky 4. Throw in the damn towel. Apollo Creed's guy.
Throw the towel.
All right, so here's my question. I asked it right before the break, and I want to get your take here. I'm going to give you a list of jobs that could, not that are going to be, okay? Jobs that are all possible to open up. Every year, we usually end up around 7 or 8 that are open, right? So I'm going to read a list of jobs that are still possible to open. We don't need to comment on whether or not they're going to. Like I have Miami on the list. They might keep Mike McDaniel. I know that, okay? But this is just a theoretical, is the Giants' job better than all of these jobs, okay? Because in the Post today, I believe Paul Schwartz had it, there is a belief in the Giants building that because of Dart, because of Andrew Thomas, because of a high draft pick, because of Carter, because of a lot of different things like that, that their job, their head coaching job, will be the most attractive this offseason. So is it more attractive than Atlanta?
Yes.
Is it more attractive than Miami?
Yes.
Is it more attractive than Cleveland?
Hell yes.
Is it more attractive than Cincinnati? You have Joe Burrow.
No.
Tennessee.
Yes.
Vegas. I just threw it in there for the hell of it.
Tom Brady. No.
Arizona.
No.
No on Arizona.
No, I mean, no.
The Giants are more attractive than Arizona.
Yes, Arizona and Vegas.
Okay.
Only one that's beaten so far is Joe Burrow because that offense is explosive.
The last 3. Buffalo.
No.
Pittsburgh. Now, if you think about it from a short-term standpoint, what that cap mess is going to be and the fact that they traded away a second-round pick to get Metcalf, all those kinds of things.
Yeah.
And they don't have a quarterback right now. So you could say, yes, it is. But you could also say they've had 3 coaches in 60 years.
For job security, yeah.
Right.
They're gonna give you time.
And then Baltimore's the last one.
Nah, Baltimore, just Action Jackson.
Yeah.
I got 2.
You got Buffalo, or is the Giants?
3. Buffalo, Baltimore, and
Miami?
Seattle. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati because of Burrow. Okay. Yeah. Even though you're going to be in a bad ownership situation with Cincinnati.
Yeah, but they won't fire your ass.
I mean, you've shown that you can get to a Super Bowl already. And you're right. I mean, Marvin Lewis, people don't talk about that. Like, they talk about the Pittsburgh amount of time that you get to be a head coach. How about Cincinnati?
The longest run without a playoff win. I didn't do it's finally, man, this is year 15, man. Sorry, man.
I don't definitively know that the Giants are going to have the most attractive job here. I get why they think it might be. But this hard-headedness of the quarterback is kind of ticking me off. If I'm somebody that is trying to evaluate this, like if I'm looking at that, how do I feel great about that? He's a terrific talent, but if he's a dumbass, I can't help him.
Yeah,
he already doesn't get it.
Most of these coaches are like, man, we gonna come in. He gonna listen. We gonna make him learn.
Okay.
But I'm sure Lane Kiffin thought the same thing.
And he couldn't do it, and not that Dable or Kafka was any incredibly strong influence in any of this, but somebody's got to do it before it's too late, and it could be too late next week. It could be too late next week because there have been too many quarterbacks over the years who have had those good rookie years, and everybody feels like, oh, we've got our problem solved, and then you find out in a year or two, no, we don't, because either A, he has a slump, or B, he gets too many hits and too many injuries, or C, both. So this is what's really ticking me off about this.
And it's already going to be a lot harder next year, man, because people going to have film on you.
Yeah, they're going to start to figure out how to stop him. They're going to start to be able to figure that out. And here's what's funny, Bart, to me, is that the play that he got hit on, and I know he sprung right back up, and he didn't get hurt and all that, and we're going nuts over this. Troy Aikman went nuts over it.
Yeah, like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, dude, they retired because of what? Concussions.
Listen to Joe Buck and Troy Aikman for those who I'm sure heard and saw it, but just to refresh your memory.
Dart's going to go and gets popped on the sideline, and we're going to get a fight. Christian Ellis delivered the hit, and these two teams are going at each other.
Tell you what, Joe, I know they're going at it, but it looked to me like it was a legal hit. And it's just Dart trying to get a little bit extra, and he has to protect himself, and he's a target.
See?
Yeah, now I have to get in the fight.
Ask Troy Aikman about taking too many hits.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I'm surprised he can even read, let alone, like, he had to retire because of concussions.
The amount of concussions that he had in his career?
Yeah, medical retirement.
If you don't get it, when people like that, the smartest people in the game are saying it. When are you going to get it? Like, you're going to the only time you're going to get it is when you don't have the $300 million. I don't want the kid to be there 2 years from now saying, man, I wish I had not taken those hits.
Like, bro, Tua almost didn't make it. I'm surprised that they paid Tua.
Oh, it was beyond, and you could argue now it was dumb to pay Tua. Not just because of the hits, but because he's not that good. And he made it. It's not that hard. Keep yourself on the field. You'll get paid. Gilbert in Brooklyn is next on ESPN New York. Gilbert, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Carlin? Yo,
what's tickling
brother?
What's tickling your liver? He in the car.
Funny, man, because yesterday the kid is trying, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, he looks just like Josh Allen. We said this 5 years ago.
No, he doesn't look like Josh Allen. He doesn't look like Josh Allen because Josh Allen's 6'5" and 260. Jaxson Dart is 6'2", 223.
Okay, I mean, you can give the kid a little,
We've been trying to give it to him. He just came back from a concussion. Like, we understand, like, the slide one, but listen, listen. He hit him in the shoulder. What if he would have been one of these dirty linebackers and it would have been a dirty hit, which it would have been legal because he's inbounds, and if he'd have hit him in his head, that's a straight temple shot.
What I liked afterward, Bart, is that his team stood up for him, and at least Theo Johnson.
Let's talk about that.
But you got me. Yeah, right. You got me fighting, and it's a legal play. How you gonna fight and get a legal play? It's legal.
They're gonna watch that tape, and some of those guys are gonna be annoyed by it.
And some of them might get fined because they got in a fight. Who knows? They might get fined for a legal play.
And so let's talk about that.
You gonna play that? You got that, Dart? You paying my fine?
A couple of things there, right? We'll go and we'll have your back when you take a shot like that, okay? But it better be a late hit. It better not be something that you could have avoided, and then you're taking money out of my pocket, or even worse, in the spot, 15 yards that we didn't need to take. Like, I'll take the 15 yards. If somebody hits you with a cheap shot out of bounds, I'll deal with that because I got your back in that case. You can live with that. But when it was easily preventable, then you also have splaining to do to those guys in that tape room. Am I wrong?
Not at all. Not at all, bro. Like, listen, like, come on, man. You got him out here fighting fights for you because you're doing stupid stuff.
It's like that one buddy that if you go out with him.
Right, he drink, and now you got to fight because they over there kicking his ass.
Yeah.
And now you got to go fight.
And you just get that look like.
And he started because he grabbed the girlfriend butt.
Oh man, Harold's
grab
at
somebody,
it.
but
Well, let me roll up the sleeves. Harold's at it again.
well, what'd he do this time? Don't matter. We can't let him get his ass kicked.
David and Elizabeth is next on ESPN New York. What's up, D?
Yo, I messed it up. But brother halftime, check it in. Big brother almighty.
Exactly. Ooh. Maintained it.
Come on.
Chris, so you know that he came with another reference from School Days.
Thank
you.
you.
So you know.
I have seen School Days. I haven't seen it in a long time.
My favorite scene is the Kentucky Fried Chicken when they're messing with the girls and all that.
Is it true what they say about Mission Men? What time it is? That's Samuel L. Jackson's first movie, baby. In the corner with the Jerry curl. He probably got paid $2 from Spike Lee. Spike Lee ain't paying no money.
Don't worry, they're all wealthy. They're doing well. So man, let's get into sports, right? So check this out. We're gonna go jump straight to the Giants. Now, we all know that Dart, he's just trying to, do what's best for the team. But he's putting himself in danger. And like Bart said, any OC or whatever coach that's coaching him up needs to be like, yo, dude, you do this again, you're not playing. Like the team is on your back right now. The whole organization's on your back. You can't be trying to get 2 extra yards, and when they light your ass up, you're going to complain. Well, he's not really complaining, but he's just like, I'm trying to do what's best for the team. And it's just not a good look. He needs to play safe. He needs to use his brain. He needs to be knowledgeable, sensible to, do what's best for, to play for tomorrow. And last but not least, with Carter, bro, if I was Kafka or anybody on the Giants organization, I'm like, yo, what Nike tech suit you going to wear next week? Because you're not playing. Like, you think this is a joke? Like, bro, you talking spicy and telling people that this is dog stuff, but you're not playing up to your standards. Like, you know what I love? And you always say this, Bart, and so do you, Chef. Yo, this is real deal Holyfield. This is where the men play at. This ain't kids no more, bro. This ain't college, bro. It's just like not for nothing. Like you said, when Dart or anybody gets, they button touched. Like, bro, they hit you for real. I remember the first time I went to a real Jets game. You see how fast the players are. You see how they catch the ball and all this in traffic and getting rocked. And you hear, like, the hits. This ain't Pop Warner, dog. Like, bro, you was good then. Now you in the field with real men. And not for nothing, Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence, they should be giving him an earful. Like, bro, you a nobody. You can't be acting like this. Who are you? You nobody, bro.
Listen, they're semi-protecting him. They're kind of annoyed. You can tell they're annoyed. There's no doubt about that. You can tell they're annoyed. The thing about Dart is, like, you talk about wanting to be a great team guy. It's not being a great team guy. It's not. Because you got your guys over there having to fight for you, like we were just talking about, when maybe that didn't need to happen. You also are in danger of getting hurt yourself, where you can protect yourself, and the team actually needs you. And I'm getting sick and tired of hearing this.
I played like this my whole life. Like, in terms of my high school tape, in terms of my college tape, like, it's not like a shocker to anybody. Like, it's how I've played. Felt like if you just watch the game, like, I did slide. I did avoid a lot of hits. So you're going to get hit. It's football.
Yeah, the difference was you were playing against high school kids and college kids, not men.
Yeah, they working at Taco Bell and Kia right now. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to those people, but they weren't professionals. They didn't continue to have the training. They don't put $250,000 in their body like Derrick Henry. Make sure they eat right. You know what I'm saying? They not sitting there, struggling 315 pounds. They ain't deadlifting 500 pounds. You getting hit by the best of the best. All right, you gonna learn. You gonna learn today.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. In 15 minutes, we've got audio files when you're going to hear from Adam Schefter on Get Up on the chances that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin would actually part ways this year. Right now, though, we go back on the phone lines. It's Billy in the truck is up next. Billy, what's up, brother? How are you?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you taking the call.
You got it.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see Charlie Brown have a better kick attempts in my life. I mean, at least he got a swing.
Lucy pulled the football away.
Right? Yeah, there were outstanding circumstances, but I'm a little back and forth with Dart. With everyone's saying to sit him. I don't think you can sit him because he's got to. As sad as it is, he has to get this beat out of him. He can't sit, and he's just going to go and do the same sort of things next year. Bart, you said it yourself. This guy's practically putting a bounty on his own head.
Yeah, because guys are like, man, this dude think he tough. All right, let him say it against me. So like now, as a defender, you're not even thinking in your head to pull up. You're thinking accelerate.
Right. And I was really hoping that him being out for those 2 games was going to be a reality check for him. Like, damn, like his team really needs me. I mean, when Dable was here, he was, calling Dart a leader and this and that. The guy's 22 years old.
And you know what's crazy?
I'm the same age as him. I ain't no leader.
Yeah, you know what the crazy thing about what you just said is that they held him out. You know that they held him out an extra week because he was ready to go. And then they held him out, right? So they thought that holding him out a game and making him watch Jameis Winston would have made him a little smarter. And it's one thing if he would have slid late. He ran on the sideline with his chest up like a peacock, like he got a red jersey on.
Yeah, and that was probably the case when he was cleared as early in the week as he was this week publicly.
Yeah, it's like, he was good. He could have went last week, but, we know our season sucked, and we were confident that Jameis would not embarrass us.
And we thought that he might actually learn something from this, that he might actually get a clue as to what the problem is. It's just so bothersome that he doesn't want to take any responsibility of it. Well, this is just me. This is just how I play. Go back and look at my high school tape. No, I'm not going to take the time to go back and look at your high school tape. I don't give a damn what you did in high school. I don't give a damn what you did at Ole Miss. This is different. They are paying you to play.
I would ask him how many people in Ole Miss went to the league.
I'm sure a decent amount.
But the thing is,
you're playing in the SEC, but it's still not professional.
The thing is, everybody on the team was that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You played against 1 or 2 of those guys. You playing against a whole team of these guys, and some of these guys are the greatest to ever play at certain positions.
And the guys in the league who were that guy are telling you that you need to not do this. The guys who were dominant players in the league are telling you, you better slide. You better not take stupid hits. But, no, you know better. You know better at 6'2", 220, getting your clock cleaned on the sideline.
That's lightweight.
And you know what? Listen, I get it, too. He did the whole spring up. Oh, nothing gets me. Didn't hurt. You know what I mean?
One of these days, he's going to spring up like Jab Judah against Kasazu. Spring up with them stanky legs.
Listen, it's already happened. He got up quickly in the Chicago game when he did get the concussion. And he got up quickly like, I'm okay. Are you? Because, remember, he actually came back in the game.
Yeah.
Before they, looking at him we need to get you out of there. Like, he came back in for a few plays, maybe a series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, flash knockdown.
Yeah. How about Dave in the car phone next on ESPN New York? Dave, what's going on, dude? How are you?
Thanks for having me on. I got beat up by the ESPN crews for saying bench Dart. I hope now everyone who's listening, you bench him out of the disrespect and immaturity now. You bench him because if you're a real forward-thinking organization, you'd be like, somebody might like this guy. Maybe we'll deal him. How dare he get up there and say, I'm going to continue to play this way? That's a reason to fire Joe Shane. You didn't vet the guy properly. And as for the other guy, the linebacker that they drafted,
Carter,
who seems to be a flop, Carter. I happen to think that if our ex-Jet coach with the 49ers had him on his team,
Salah.
I think he would know how to scheme him up right. But I'll say this, Salah, right? That's a key reason to look at Shane a little bit more closely as to why he shouldn't be there. You got 2 of the top players in the draft. You don't even know how to coach them. You don't even know how to check them to deal with the press. You don't even know how to use their skills. You're basically letting your quarterback run crazy all over the field like it's part 1 of football. You sit him down, and you kind of think maybe we can get something for this guy. That type of press conference, now can you imagine? Think of all the Eagles in the NFL. If Shedeur Sanders or someone would have been like, nah, I ain't changing my style. This is the way I've been balling out from day one, and I'm going to keep balling. You have players who are talented who can say that and back it up, and they still won't say it. A horrible look for the Giants. They should sit down all their talent and reevaluate and don't diminish the value of their talent until next year when they have a coach.
Now, listen, I would say this. There are a lot of people right now that are being critical of Jaxson Dart. Can you imagine if this was Shedeur Sanders?
Oh, he like, yo, this how I play, man.
you imagine if he said that?
If I don't like it, yeah.
You imagine what the reaction would be then?
We already know.
Come on. And listen, I have not come across the Giant fan yet who is happy about this or who is defending Dart with how he's playing. I have not come across that. I feel like last night, for the ones who were, might have been maybe the last straw on that front.
Yeah,
hang on a second. I want to ask Boombaka. Boombaka is a Giant fan, correct? Boombaka's a big Giant fan.
Die hard.
All right.
That's a tattoo on his ass to prove it.
Do you have a tattoo on your ass of the Giants?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was
I
foreshadowing.
wasn't going to judge, but I was just curious.
I was foreshadowing. I thought after Eli, never mind.
Never mind. Anyway, so Boombaka, where are you on Dart? And did something from last night, did the hit from last night change any way of how you've been feeling about it?
Not at all, honestly. I really think that Dart is right. It's football, and you're going to get hit. He plays a certain way. I understand you got to protect yourself, but he did to an extent. And
at what point, Boombaka, when he was running down the sideline, did he protect himself? He didn't even put his shoulder pad down or lean into him. He took it straight to the chest.
Bart, yeah, but you saw the hit. He bounced right back, and it wasn't. That's not a hit that's gonna. That's not a career-ending hit. That's not a. He got hit in the chest,
But if he got hit, what if he'd have put his arm down and braced himself?
Oh, sure.
Catch himself because he almost topped his shoulder. Or what if the hit would have turned him? You know what I mean? Good. Thank God it turned him. It took him straight sideways. If he would have hit him in a little bit in the front and he would have fell and his body would have torn it, then his head would have hit the ground after he hit the ground. The only reason his head didn't hit the ground is because his shoulder hit the ground first. But if he would have got hit and his body would have turned a little bit, he would have got the whiplash and he would have had a concussion. He would have been out again. It's a minor tweak to how that hit could have been received. If that guy was a little bit in front of him, it would have forced him to torque and turn. And the fact that we all sat here and said Josh Allen has to play differently, right?
Yeah.
So if you believe Josh Allen's supposed to play differently, you don't think Josh Allen was better equipped to absorb those hits than Jaxson Dart is?
No, Josh Allen's bigger. He could absorb the hits better. But, Bart, you talk about this all the time, especially during training camp, right, about, callousing the body and whatnot. I just think that Dart's mentality, when he says this is football, that's the right approach.
That's for everybody but the quarterback. I don't want my quarterback to have callus because I don't want him to – because you don't come back from those hits. See, I can play with a separated shoulder. I can play with broken hand. I can play with broken finger. I can play with a messed up knee. Quarterbacks really can't play like that, right? That's like saying a pitcher, right? His operation is about being able to throw his arm and do certain things. You see Baker Mayfield can't even play, and he hurt his other shoulder. He didn't even hurt the throwing shoulder.
You know who I'd really like to hear from right now? RG3. I'd really like to hear what he thinks about this. Because, listen, he can be out there a little bit sometimes, some of the things that he says and whatever. But in this instance, I'd really like to know where his mind is at with all the hits that he took that maybe he didn't necessarily have to take.
You know what? I'll up you RG3 to Pat White. Where's Pat? You know, right? We can't find Pat White. Pat White got hit on the sideline the same way. Remember, Pat White got hit on the sideline the same way that Dart got hit.
Yep.
He got hit and hit the ground and popped off the ground a baseball player. Remember that? This dude was with the he got hit. He got hit on a Sunday. He was with the Kansas City Royals on Wednesday. He was like, hell no. Hell no. Where these dudes get jetpacks from? So you mean to tell me the little dudes hit like that too? Oh, hell no. He got hit by Ike Taylor.
Ike Taylor is what, 210?
Yes.
210?
Dart got hit by a dude with a 53. And if I'm looking at him, I'm like, whoa. You that weak sauce? That dude got up?
When it's Ike Taylor and it's 24, I know I don't have a problem. Or at least maybe I do, as it turns out.
Man, that dude had a Kansas City Royals cap on at a press conference. I renounce my throne. I am no longer the king of Zamunda.
Hockey fans and holiday shoppers on, let's see. Oh, it's today. Jeez, that's why I said on for a second. I paused and hesitated.
You paused at the date.
Because I forgot it was today. Hahn and Rosenberg live from the NHL shop in Manhattan West Plaza, a block from the Garden. Today, 3 to 7 p.m. I don't know about you. Now, listen, you played, so it's a little different. But as a fan, when you get me into any of those shops for the teams, look out, Jack, because I'm about to drop. I'm about to drop some cash.
Spend some of that money.
Yeah. You got this.
And plus, that hockey, nothing looks cooler, especially now when it's cold outside and you want to go to a game with a hockey jersey because you can layer it. You can put so many stuff. It virtually goes over everything.
You got a 3X Vegas Golden Knights jersey?
Yeah. Let me get an Osgood jersey, baby.
I think they're playing the outdoor game this year in Florida.
Are they?
I think they're trying to do that.
Man, that's gonna be the most comfortable. That's gonna be the most comfortable game in the world. I might go there. You're gonna see people with halter tops and stuff on outside.
Oh, you're gonna see guys running through slush. Is what you're gonna see. They're gonna be talking all things NHL today, and joined on site by the great hockey legend Mark Messier. It's all powered by Game 7 Apparel and Headwear as they launch their new assortment in the NHL shop NYC. Do not miss Don Hahn and Rosenberg live today from the NHL shop in Manhattan. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and over on YouTube where you can make your comments. We're going to get them in, including, who is this? Harnell Trent. Bart looking crispy and clean today.
I appreciate it. Got my salmon on, baby.
Yeah, you got a cardigan. What I would call a salmon cardigan that I believe you bought at Teen Gap, the way that thing fits.
Baby Gap, baby.
I won't hit you with the Baby Gap, but I'll hit you with the Teen Gap. Because that is what, as a fat man, I would call form-fitting.
That's what happens, baby, when you got silk and cashmere. Stretches out as needed, baby.
Bart Carlin. Up next, Adam Schefter tells us what the chances are that the Steelers actually part ways with Mike Tomlin this offseason on ESPN New York.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
The one thing that I don't get is that there are some Jet fans out there that are angry that they're ruining their draft position by winning. Stop it. Stop it. Nobody's going to lose more than the Titans, even the Giants. So just stop the nonsense. And there's nobody that's so unbelievable out there that you'd have to have the first pick.
The Michael Kay Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
FanDuel's the #1 sports book for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel's the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. Head over to FanDuel.com/Peter to sign up today. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel's the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. First online, real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is not withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spiked Aid, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app, also on the YouTube page as well. Let us get to some audio files, which today will be presented by Amazon Pickup.
The audio file.
All right, Bartholomew, some audio files for you.
Let's do it.
Let us start with Adam Schefter. On the chance that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin part ways, I have been teasing this for the last couple of segments. Here is Adam Schefter on Get Up today.
That Mike Tomlin's going to leave. It'll be his decision, and they'll come to a meeting and decide mutually that he should move on. And if that were the case, he would be going away the number one head coaching candidate. He could be the top head coaching candidate. He could be the number one broadcasting candidate. He could do whatever he wants. But we'll see if this is the time. The fans want that because they're tired of the fact that the Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. Think about that in this sport.
Yeah.
How can you go that long without winning a playoff game and hold on to your job? On the other hand, you could say, well, he's never had a losing season.
Right.
And how impressive is that? So there's the dichotomy, but they're not going to fire him.
So they're not going to fire him, which is not surprising, but there will be a discussion that will be had. There's no doubt about that.
I'm sure they had a discussion last year because they were asking for his job last year. And, yeah, at some point he has to say, listen, man, maybe, I've done all I can do here. It's getting a little bit stale. And sometimes even for coaches, getting a new start, being around new people, it's exciting. It's revigorating. You get a little pop, because everything's new and fresh again. So, who knows? Maybe this is the time where he makes that decision. But to your point, he's earned the right to make that decision. And you can argue and say that, John Harbaugh may, if this thing goes bad, may have earned the right to make his own decision as well. And oddly enough, they play each other twice. And if somebody wins two of those games, it could be the latter.
So with that in mind, the fact that he could step away, and that sounds to me like we've heard Schefter talk about this a little bit the last couple of years. That's the most definitive he's ever been about it, right? We talked about the idea that the Giants would have one of the most, how do we put it? Attractive jobs. Attractive jobs. Here's Canty this morning on Sportsmanlike about their lack of leadership.
Based on what we're seeing on the field, based on some of the things that are happening behind the scenes, guys not being held accountable, Abdul Carter being out the first two drives on defense, I don't know that there's any voices in that building that the young players for the New York Giants respect. I'm looking at the leadership in the locker room from the veteran players, that's non-existent. We know that leadership in the coaching staff is a problem. They just ran Brian Daboll out of town. And so, to me, what I saw on the field last night highlights the need for the Giants to get this next coaching hire right. And one of the things that has to be at the forefront of the criteria that the brass looks for in the interview process is dominant leadership traits. Because it's clear that the leadership that's requisite in order to compete and win does not currently exist on that team.
Well, that's why you hire Tomlin. And if you're watching a game like last night, that's why you understand that now this has to be somebody who has done it before. And that has the respect and has the resume. And frankly, that leads you to Tomlin. That leads you to John Harbaugh. I wonder how players perceive Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
is he a guy who's going to command respect?
I think. I mean, he got the respect of CeeDee Lamb, and he could be a malcontent at times, and he bought right in, and they play good football. I would just say that also company. See, like if you get Mike Tomlin, he's a defensive guy. He coached the defensive backs in Tampa when they were there with Tony Dungy. So you don't have to worry about bringing in a very, very strong-minded, no-nonsense coordinator, right? But if you go get Mike McCarthy, you got to bring in a strong voice on defense. For me, all things kind of circle back to Rex.
Yeah,
right?
I understand.
Around here, a guy who's demanding but fun at the same time. Players love him because he's fun and he can laugh, but when it's time to work, it's time to work. But you think about somebody like Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio's known as a no-nonsense. We don't play around. This is the way we do things. Get your ass up out of there type of player as well.
Lane Kiffin yesterday introduced as the new head coach at LSU. Why was LSU the right choice?
There was something in me. This was really hard. My heart was here, but I just, I talked to some mentors, Coach Carroll, Coach Saban, especially when Coach Carroll said, man, your dad would tell you to go, man, take the shot. Take the shot. You've accomplished a lot here. I always hated how we only gave 1 year to Tennessee and left. I really hated that feeling of that, even though it was an exciting year. But, I think that we gave a lot to this program and to the city. And, some of the most historic wins in this stadium we've ever had, and best regular season in the history of the school. So I feel proud of that part. But it just became time, talked to God, and told me it's time to take a new step. It's a new chapter.
Talk to God. The money was apparently the same. The money was apparently very close to being the same. Now,
so that mean you just wanted you just. I mean, I guess living. I think the NIL. Mississippi.
I think the NIL money probably would have been a lot more. I think that if you had a difference there, that might, because that's all part of every contract now, right?
Yeah.
Of how much NIL money they're going to have to support it. I have a feeling at LSU it would be greater than it would be at Ole Miss.
Yeah, I can respect that.
I mean, there's still a ton of money at Ole Miss, don't get me wrong. But, hey, it's something new. And listen, I don't think any of us would argue that LSU is a better job than Ole Miss. It absolutely is.
Yeah, just how I held him hostage and all that stuff all that time.
Yeah. How he held them hostage?
Yeah.
Over the last few days? Yeah. No, that was absolutely ridiculous. Last one, I want to hear this. On Mike Vrabel talking about Corey Durden from the game last night, who was cut by the Giants.
Well, I mean, Corey Durden's been playing a lot for us, and we brought him over here from the Giants practice squad, or from the Giants. They let him go, and again, that game meant a lot to him. They told him that he wasn't good enough to play for the Giants, and we thought that he was good enough to play for the Patriots. So I'm happy for him. It was. Made some plays and continues to help us, but also help himself. And I love that.
Okay. I mean, listen, it's always going to be that. They told you you weren't good enough for them, right? It's always going to be that.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting too worked up by that. I thought it was going to be a little bit hotter than that, but it wasn't quite what I thought it was.
Come on, Boombaka, man. We want only hot fire.
That's not Boombaka's fault.
Dylan,
I mean, it kind of is, but it isn't. Listen, I'm not going to put it all on him. We all bear responsibility here, Bart. We all bear responsibility. This is just the way Bumbaka's always done it. If you check his high school tape, if you check Bumbaka's college tape, this is the way he's always cut tape. So just, deal with it. This is how he does it. This is him. These are the ABCs of Bumbaka. Deal with it.
ABBs.
By the way, there's an ABC all-in Bumbaka. A couple of B's. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. A couple of A's, too. ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. We continue on the calls at 800-919-3776. We haven't even discussed the Mets plucking away Devin Williams from the Yankees. We will get into that as well. Boy, I got a major issue there. I like how you said it.
Pluck away.
Pluck them away. I got a major issue there, and it's not going to make a lot of sense. So good luck with that. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show's live from the NHL store at Manhattan West Plaza. Mark Messier stops by to discuss his new Game 7 merch line. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's our last chance to donate for 2025.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Day, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
Bart Carlin, ESPN. ESPN New York app. And on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I guess lots of doings over at the other place today. Shocker. Absolutely stunning that they would go down that road again. Oh, well. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York Facebook page. And I should say on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Tullamore Dew. They remind us that game time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, Rangers hosting the Stars at Madison Square Garden. Coverage begins at 6:30 on 1050 ESPN. Also at 7, the Islanders host the Lightning at UBS Arena. 8 o'clock, Knicks are in Boston to play the Celtics. Coverage begins at 7:30 right here on 880 ESPN. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. We will get back to the calls at 800-919-3776. Bart stepped away for a second. Will be with us in just a moment. Rashad in the Bronx is up on ESPN New York. Rashad, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, Carlin. Good morning, Bart, when he comes back. But
what's going on?
Yeah. So I want to make 2 points about Dart and about Abdul Carter. So Dart is like that girlfriend you have that she has a big mouth. She doesn't know when to shut up, and then she was talk crazy to the wrong type of guy, and then you as her boyfriend has to get your hands ready because you about to get a fight. That's what Dart is, taking these hits. And haven't seen him fight with him.
Listen, what he is taking these hits is just stupid, okay? More than anything, what he is just silly for taking these hits. He's not personally stupid. He is acting with stupid intentions. Let's put it that way.
He's your nephew. Or he's your adolescent child.
That never learns.
And you tell him, hey, man, that fire hot. I wouldn't touch that. Man, I'm tough. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Okay.
What'd you do? You go hit the cafeteria at Jets today? What'd you just do? What'd you get to eat?
I got a protein bar.
Oh, okay.
This is my fourth show of the day.
By the way, I mean, I'll bring it up. What the hell? Did you see who's coming back to fan?
No.
Carton.
That TV stuff got it. What slot they going to give him?
Afternoon drive.
Oh, man. Down goes Frazier?
I don't know who's in and who's out. It's not fair to speculate on that front because I don't think that's cool. But what a shock that they would go down that road again. Stunning, isn't it? Stunning.
The water's hot.
Hey,
I can't just say to Jaxson Dart, the water's hot.
Well, what I can't argue is his results. He's had plenty of great results in radio, not in television.
Well,
the television thing, America spoke pretty quickly.
You can always go home.
Listen, that's why, and I have said this in my own career at times. Maybe I should have never left.
Why would he want? I don't know why he would. I would.
Oh, I know why. Because he owes a lot of people money. That's why. He's got to get paid.
No, I'm saying I don't know why he would go back. I mean, I'm talking about the time slot.
Oh.
You can make your own space.
Well, they're not going to put him in the mornings. They're not going to – Boomer and Gio, they're not going to break up. They're not going to do that.
But I'm saying they go and, carve out a new spot. Remember, we had a spot where we was 12-2?
Yeah, I don't think they were going to put him 12-2 either. we're 1-3 after we got big-timed. That's okay. I feel – listen, some of those guys obviously are friends that over there. That we love those guys. And, because we've known them for a very long time. So just kind of hoping that nobody's losing their gig. Let's put it that way.
Just add them to it.
But it's not surprising at all. Not surprising at all.
Well, they lost the spot over there with the Slayer, the show he used to have in the morning with Chili Willie, and then they gave it to Slayer.
He had a show? I didn't hear, but he had a show? Schlereth? I know he had one show, and then they took his name off the show, and then he had another show.
Yeah, nobody watches Fox, man. Let's be honest. That's a hard channel to follow.
Well, I mean, we all know who Nick Wright is. I mean, Nick's
He's the only one.
People pay attention to Nick.
He got Jenny Wright out of there real quick. Now, I love Broussard. Broussard's my guy.
Yeah, and listen, Colin Cowherd's there. Everybody knows him. Listen,
Ain't nobody watching, though.
Yeah. That's
hard, tough as a consumer. That's a tough. Whenever you introduce a new channel and your finger's not programmed to go to that channel, like I can't tell you what channel TLC is. I can't tell you what channel the Lifetime channel is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen. Again, I'm not surprised, especially the relationship that Craig has with Chris Olivero, who's the boss over there and has had for many, many years. Craig has done nothing but really good things in radio, and I'm not shocked at all.
He knows where the body. He knows where the bodies.
It is amazing that you
he knows where the bodies are.
It is amazing that you can continue to have a soft landing place at the same spot. Like, let me see. He did what he did, and he served his time. He did all that.
But that's the girlfriend. But that's the girlfriend that you know that's always going to take you back.
Yeah, clearly.
You're like, no, I'm leaving you for her. She's prettier.
Well, he did. That's exactly what he did a couple of years ago. He left, went to TV. Okay, listen, it's a choice. You made your choice, but there's always waiting. Always waiting as a backup. Always waiting.
I'll always love you. You can always come back.
Well, apparently sometime in the new year. I am color me stunned.
Oh, we know how it is. So if that's the case, that means January.
Yeah, sometime then. So we'll see. But again, not surprised at all that would happen. But listen, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. When something has worked, why wouldn't you go back to it?
Hey, I ain't responsible for making sure you keep your job. I'm responsible to make sure I can keep mine.
Exactly. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. His argument will be, well, you all should have been better. That's what his argument will be. He will come back and he will say, anybody that didn't want me here, well, you should have done a better job.
Are they going to play the music? I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. All the sins of yesterday.
Listen, I'm not surprised at all that it's happening. And if for it to happen, like I said, I just hope that any of the people that were given chances, certainly longer than we were given, but not much longer.
Oh, they turned the page on our ass quick. we still had the new car smell.
And I don't know about you. I still had some of those checks we cashed for bonuses. Picked up a couple of those along the way, too. Cost them some money. That's fine. That's fine. But, it's okay. It's okay. Hope it worked out for you. I think it did, but I don't know if they would argue with anything they did, but they did it. And then some of the people who made those decisions are not around anymore. They're out there looking for work, too. So I hope that our guys, the Marash guys, guys like Sal and Tiki and Tierney and all those guys, I hope that this does not disrupt their world at all. Because they're good dudes. They are good dudes. Even though we're up against them, I still, at the same time, we don't even really kind of think of it like that anymore.
Yeah, we don't even beef.
No. Good people.
It's New York. There's space for everybody.
Well, for some people, there's always space, no matter what. No matter what you do and how many times you leave. You can always go home.
You can always go. You can always get to the. I think Smooth came back, right?
He's got a book out. Steve Summers has got a book out right now. I got to pick it up.
Most amazing hair in the world.
Oh, I love Steve to death. Oh my God,
nicest guy ever.
Oh, the nicest guy on the planet, and just insane. Like
got his drop top Audi two-seater.
When we were in Queens before the station moved to the city, when we were in Queens. He would sneak out the side door and not even go outside. He'd just be in a hallway smoking a Camel, no filters. He must have set about 3 artificial trees on fire.
It's always not him.
No.
Like they smell like cigarettes.
No.
He's standing at the top of the desk, blowing the smoke out the top. Some of it gonna come back, Smooth.
There were always going to be 3 or 4 half-empty black coffees with 3 or 4 cigarette butts in each one sitting around, and a bunch of yellow notepad paper. He's the best. I got to pick up the book. I want to read the book because I love Steve.
I got to check it out too, man. He's
so
one
funny.
of my favorite people too.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show's live from the NHL store at Manhattan West Plaza. Mark Messier stops by to discuss his new Game 7 merch line. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds. Resilience matters. And history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers competing on one of the sport's most storied stages. Don't just watch greatness, experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check if they're going for it on 4th down, before going to the concession stand.
Yeah, give me 3 hot dogs, 2 jumbo touchdown, baby! What?
Hey, buddy, you want cheese with those?
Yeah, checking first is smart.
No.
So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for 3.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
That's right. It is noon on ESPN New York, on YouTube, on the ESPN New York app. It is Bart and Carlin with you, and noon means what?
It's the power
Ow, 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 ow.
3 for the big hits that Dart took.
Well, the one thing that becomes apparent to me in watching that game last night with the Giants and the Patriots is that the Patriots have a real head coach, and the Giants have been looking for one since Tom Coughlin left. And it's amazing to me that this can continue to be the same problem, because you look across the field and you see Mike Vrabel, you see how that team responds to him. They have a quarterback as well. That certainly helps a great deal. But there's no doubt that if you had any question as to what you should be looking for in a head coach this offseason, if you're John Mara, I can't even bring Joe Shane into it, because I still can't believe that he's going to have a major influence on who the coach is. But if you're looking for a head coach, you should have looked across the field last night. You've got your dumbass first-round pick defensive end who either missed another meeting or was late for something or caused him to be benched for the first quarter for something. You've got your quarterback who refuses to not take unnecessary hits and is really tired and being defiant about talking about it. You've got all this crap going on, and your team goes out there and gets physically embarrassed by that team last night.
Yeah, that was a great birthday present to give Mara on his 71st birthday.
Was it his birthday? I didn't even know that.
That was his birthday, man.
Oh, man.
That's it was his birthday.
Listen.
But humbug.
And it kills. I know people are kind of down on him from just being around that organization as I was, and it was a long time ago at this point. There are not many better people out there than John Mara. And I know how much he lives and dies with how that team wins or loses, and how much it is just absolutely hammering him when they lose.
Yeah, football's the family business, right?
Yes, that's the entire business. And look at these last few years. I mean,
it's got to be gut-wrenching, especially coming off the 2012 championship and just not being able to recapture any kind of – I think they have one of the worst winning percentages of any organization since the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. And they have, like, I think I'm going to pull up the numbers. Dave gave some great numbers this morning about what their record is over the last several years. Even worse than you would remember or think. But it is staggering how bad it has been, how bad it continues to be, and then you've got individuals who are operating on their own, not watch per se, but by their own rules and don't seem to care. Jaxson Dart has this happen on the sideline last night.
Dart's going to go and gets popped on the sideline, and we're going to get a fight. Christian Ellis delivered the hit, and these two teams are going at each other.
Tell you what, Joe, I know they're going at it, but it looked to me like it was a legal hit.
I agree.
And it's just Dart trying to get a little bit extra, and he has to protect himself, and he's a target.
And as Troy and Joe continue to talk about Bart, there have been, and as you brought up earlier, there have been memos sent out that if you try on the sideline to duck and maybe just pretend like you're going out of bounds or any of that crap, you do it late, all bets are off.
Squeeze out an extra 3 yards or extra 2 yards because guys are – I mean, remember the one that stands out the most, it actually happened to the Giants. When Kid Nukwa had Vince Young wrapped up, and then he thought he threw the ball, so he let him go, and then Vince Young ran and threw the ball down the field.
Yep.
And you can't put defenders in a position where they it's indecisive, where they can't be aggressive, because by nature the position is aggressive. I can't be running, slowing down because I'm afraid that he might step out of bounds. You better get out of bounds before I get there. If you want to be tough, if you want to play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
Well, here he is after the game on the decision to continue to take hits like this.
I played like this my whole life. Like, you turn on my high school tape, you turn on my college tape. Like, it's not like a shocker to anybody. Like, it's how I've played. Felt like if you just watch the game, like, I did slide. I did avoid a lot of hits. So you're going to get hit. It's football.
That's great. What you're doing is hurting your team when you do it. You're hurting your team in so many different ways.
Just feel fortunate that you played this way your whole life and you haven't had to learn the lesson that a lot of guys that play your way has had to learn. So you should feel fortunate and understand that you're on borrowed time, brother. Because all it takes is one. In this league, one hit can be your last hit. Just ask Joe Theismann. What if he would have jumped on his back or jumped on him from the side and lowered his weight or anything? Like, Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired of saying what could have happened. I'm just gonna wait till it to happen, and when it happened, I'm gonna say, "Told you so."
Yeah, and nobody's gonna feel bad for you
at
you did
all.
it. Because it's one thing when you are in the pocket and you take a bad shot and you just got rid of a ball and you stood in there and people are going to respect you for it. If there's it's a whole nother thing when you are running to the sideline and have a perfectly good opportunity to get out of bounds and you choose not to do it. And what do? You actually hurt your team because not just to the possibility of you getting hurt, but then all of your teammates come over on a legal hit and are pushing and shoving and getting in a fight. And as you pointed out earlier, maybe they're getting fined for it. You had the penalties come in, and then all of a sudden guys are looking at you like, wait a second, I got to go protect your dumb ass because you could have gotten out of bounds. It's one thing that I'm always going to have your back when you take a cheap shot. But you do something like that, I'll be there, but you're going to piss me off in the process.
And this is the thing, man. Like, what if, like, in the midst of one of these fights, somebody get hurt?
Yeah.
Somebody step on an ankle, or somebody get thrown, or somebody get tackled, or something like that, and they step on something, or something stupid. Like, you just setting us up to defend you for something stupid, and then we get a stupid prize.
And then,
you got a stupid prize.
And then you also have the possibility of the 15-yard penalty where it didn't need to happen. I can deal with that when, again, it was a cheap shot against you, and then I'm going to go after one of their guys. Maybe it ends up being offsetting, but I got my message across.
Correct.
You know, I'll deal with that. It's another thing when I have to deal with you taking a hit that you don't need to, and it turns into a freaking melee. And then there's the last thing. If nothing else is getting through to him, how does this not get through to him? Whether it's his agent, his buddy, whoever it is, all they have to do is say to him the following. Okay, you want to make $300 million? Stop taking these hits. Otherwise, you're going to be done in this game in 3 years, and it's going to be over.
I mean, he's already missed one game for a concussion, been checked for another one. You know, let's see if he gets another concussion before the season's over with. But sometimes, you know, like my mom used to say, a hard ass makes a soft ass.
I'm sorry, what?
A hard ass makes a soft ass.
All right, I'm trying to figure that out.
Your head hard because you're not listening. You're doing stupid stuff, and that ass going to get taxed.
Okay. It took me a minute. I was trying to figure out. I know the hard ass thing, and then the soft ass. Yeah. But listen. I'm not
one thing's very apparent, Carlin. You've never got beaten by a black woman. They come up with some creative, like, you ever be getting whooped and you be like, damn, what'd she just say?
Yeah, I mean, yet another.
Like, wait, Ma, stop hitting me. I need to digest. I don't understand. I can't comprehend what you just said.
I'm looking for that clip right now that is kind of like my disclaimer that takes me off the hook for anything, and I can't find it, of course. Why would I be able to find it? Why would I be able to find something that I want to play? Basically, Bart makes a comment that here it is. Bart alert. Carlin disclaimer. This is what Bart just did.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
How am I supposed to respond to you've never been beaten by a black woman?
I mean,
how am I supposed to respond to that?
You could say, sure I did. It was a great night. That's one way.
Well, let's put it this way. I've gotten the belt before from my dad, and he knew his way around the belt.
Okay.
He had a pretty good idea what he was doing.
Close enough.
Speaking of belt to ass, here's the Giants. I got these stats from Dave Rothenberg, who I believe got them from Pat Leonard in his column today. The Giants, this is in relation to how do you let Joe Shane run the search to find Dable's replacement in good conscience. Now, the one thing I'll say before I give you all these stats is I personally am still of the belief that Joe Shane is running the search because there may be an issue with John Mara as he's dealing with his health where he has to focus on that and he can't be going out and trying to run a search, okay? Right. So maybe it's just an administrative thing with Joe Shane right now. The Giants are 0-8 on the road this year. They extended their franchise record road losing streak to 13 games, dating back to October 6th last year when they won in Seattle. Last season, they set a new franchise record with 10 straight losses overall. Shane now has a 3-22 record in the Giants' last 25 games, 5-25 in their last 30. 5-17-1 record against NFC East opponents. A 2-14 record against the Eagles and Cowboys. And 20-43-1 overall in 4 regular seasons. Joe Schoen cannot stay, right? He can't stay.
They're going to try and put all that blame on Daboll.
How do you do that?
I don't know how you do that, too. Like, you got to understand that these decisions were made together. And once again, we talk about this all the time. Another arranged marriage.
Listen, that's why I just think even if it happens, it won't last long. It won't last long. It'll be like an Adam Gase, Joe Douglas situation.
But that's the crazy thing. So then you have you're
doing the same thing over again.
Right. Now you're gonna have a coach that's going to be picking a new general manager.
I don't believe for a second that Joe Schoen is going to have a real say in who gets hired here. I don't believe that for a minute. Do you at this point?
I mean, I don't know. You still have him there on the squad. You still have him there making decisions. He's still present. I don't know. I can't rule it out. I can't say 100% with conviction that that's the case.
I'll get you a couple of comments here from the YouTube page. Dave Gettleman made bad decisions, but this team never looked dysfunctional, not even when Joe Judge was the coach. They were just bad. This is now Joe Schoen's team, and it's a dumpster fire. Well, I think you would argue certainly that there's more talent on the team right now, but that talent has not translated, especially on the defensive side at all. Whether it's coaching or whatever it is, it hasn't translated in the least.
Yeah, I can't. I don't get it. You know what I mean? I think this is far too much talent, for them not to be able. They had a team and with Wink Martindale, so you have to put that on Daboll. And I guess maybe the part of it is that Daboll is the one who hired the new defensive coordinator. And sometimes I'd rather deal with somebody that's going to get me results than somebody that I can't, somebody that I get along with.
Let's hit the phones at 800-919-3776. There's been so much to this, and we haven't even touched on the Abdul Carter part of it this hour. We will here shortly. Rob in Connecticut is up on ESPN New York. Rob, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Good. How you?
I'm doing really well. Hey, so real quick before we get started, you guys brought up earlier a Giants tattoo. So, hey, if you want to, you're buying. I'm willing for you. I'll get a tattoo anywhere on my body based on where you want it, and it'd be really good for your PR for your station. What do you say?
I say that I have no interest in any of that whatsoever.
Right.
In fact, that was such a bad request that I have chosen to cut you off and not give you your chance to make your point.
He just wanted a tattoo.
He just wants the tattoo. He'll take it anywhere, and it'll be great PR for us. How is he not like one of the PR giants in this city? Dude, open a consulting firm. That's what you should be doing right now. Oh, my God. Brian, Sleepy Hollow, next, ESPN New York. Brian, what's up?
What would you do for
Not much, but, I was watching last night's game, like the Michael Jackson popcorn gif as a Jet fan, and I got my Giants impression for you. Want to hear it? Look at me. Look at me. I'm the Jets now.
All right, that's not bad. I was a little worried. I was going to say, this is going to be worse than the last call.
Little castaway. Okay, we're turning in the right direction. Okay.
Captain Phillips.
It's Captain Phillips, but
whatever.
But I want to say that the morning show was saying, I think Jaxson Dart's a pretty smart guy. What makes anybody think that? He looks like he's like classic Gen Z brain rot. He looks like an extra out of Point Break. He's a little. He thinks he's him already, and it's tamp that down a little bit. That's all I'm saying. He's showed some stuff before, but are we so sold yet? I'm not sure.
Calling the kid stupid. I'm saying he's doing some stupid things, some very stupid things, and some lessons that should be easily learned, and they're not being picked up right now, and I have no idea why.
Because he's stubborn, and like if you talk to your nieces and nephews, they think they know more than you. You're trying to give them advice not from maybe that you have seen, maybe you've seen it. If Troy Aikman's saying it, he's experienced it. right? So if Boomer is saying it, then he's experienced it. If Phil is saying it, he's experienced it. If Carl Banks is saying it, he's delivered it. So what I'm saying is, like,
if Bart is saying it, he's delivered it.
I shouldn't have to. One thing when you're young, you should realize you should never have to learn the life lessons that you learn by going through them yourself. That is a hard life for you to learn every lesson that you need to learn in life by going through it yourself. Sometimes you should listen to people that maybe have experienced it so you don't have to, so you can avoid the whole things that they went through. That's what experience is about. And so what we're trying to do is get him to avoid some of the things that we've seen from RG3, some of the things that we've seen from Troy Aikman, some of the things we've seen from Steve Young, Chris Borland, guys who have had massive concussions and concussions ended their career
early.
Cut it short. That's all we're trying to do, brother. You've already had one, and yesterday you could have had another one. Fresh out. Second concussion, second impact syndrome, or whatever you call it, right?
Yeah, the second concussion syndrome, where once you get one, and it becomes much easier to get another one.
Because the brain is still kind of bruised.
Yep.
You may think it's healed because you got all your faculties back, but it's easier to get the second one after you had the first one, especially if it's just 2 weeks before.
Here are a couple of comments coming in over on the YouTube page. MK Rake, here's a question. If by April there's a quarterback who really looks good and the G-men can get him, do you consider taking another quarterback? Not this year.
It depends on, for me, it depends on who the coach is. Because just like when Rosen was taken and Cliff thought this is the quarterback that I want, I need.
Right.
You go get that quarterback. Let's say you get the guy from Oregon and you can sit him for a year, let Dart build itself up and make him a great trade piece. Same thing happened with RG3 when you think about Kirk Cousins.
Well, here's the thing. So with Kirk Cousins, they actually took Cousins later in the same draft.
Right.
Number
it wasn't
two.
Too late, though. It wasn't that late.
No, it was I think it was fourth round as opposed to taking RG3 with the second pick, I think it was.
Yeah, correct.
But the other part is if you're talking about doing that this year, the Josh Rosen comparison, he was terrible that first year. He really looked like a knucklehead in every way.
He wasn't that bad. They won like 3 or 4 games, 5 games. He didn't look overmatched to me. I thought he got a bad shake.
Well, either way, he got out of there quick, and they traded him pretty quickly.
And we never heard from him again. But I understand that. If the coach comes in and says, this ain't my guy, then you're going to let the coach make that decision. I would say the coach would, but damn well better be right. But I don't think you're doing that this year. I think unless the kid goes out and gets hit and gets hurt again and gets another concussion again, then I'm thinking about it. Then I'm honestly thinking about it because, A, it may not be about you learning a lesson anymore. It might be more about that syndrome of how many more times you're going to get hit, and it's going to get a lot easier for that to happen. He's doing all this damage to himself. That's the thing. He's hurting the team and he's hurting himself. He's costing himself millions every time he takes a hit like that. And I hope he listen. We're not telling you go out there and be no punk. Don't be afraid to run. Don't be soft. We're asking you to use your brain a little bit, especially after coming off of a concussion. But don't come with the same arrogance. If that would have been Patrick Mahomes, and he took a hit like that, he was like, "Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, as great as he is, as accomplished as he is." He would have said, and I've listened to enough of Mahomes' speeches or interviews to know what he would say. Yeah, I just got to be a little bit smarter like that. I probably need to get out. It's probably not a smart thing for me to keep taking these hits unnecessarily from these big guys.
Let's hit Marmar in Jersey next on ESPN New York. Marmar, what up?
Right. Well, how you doing?
Good. How you?
You're good. So the Giants were known for their defensive prowess, back in the day with LT and Carl Banks, Barrett Carson, Brad Van Pelt. I mean, what do you think the Giants would have done to the Patriots quarterback last night if they would have taken a hit like that on Phil Simms or one of those quarterbacks back in the day?
I mean, listen, it's not even about what they would have gone and done to the Patriots quarterback. You want to go blame your defense for not delivering a cheap shot to – this is not baseball. where, if you drill one of our guys, we're going to go get two of yours.
But the thing is, it was legal, so it's different. Right, we would have tried to turn up the physicality, but it's a difference between me protecting my teammate as a defensive player because somebody took a hell of a cheap shot on him, and my teammate just being stupid, running down the sideline like he Forrest Gump looking for Bubba.
That is funny.
Well, listen, you honestly have to pick your spots there, and of course his teammates are going to have his back. Giants had enough trouble. By the way,
they had his back immediately.
Yeah, and his teammates immediately had his back. But if you're talking about the defense having his back, the defense had enough problems getting to the quarterback with a backup offensive line out there, for Pete's sake.
The whole left side.
Oh, my God.
And
Campbell's not there playing. You can't get to the quarterback last night?
That's what's discouraging. Like, you're supposed to be these great defensive players, and they missing the whole left side of their offensive line. You can't. That's all we can get.
Yeah, and why is part of that? Because Abdul Carter's not in the field in the first quarter. And he's not in the field because either he was late to a meeting or he missed a meeting or something stupid happened with him once again. Here is Kafka answering the question, what happened in that first quarter?
Just like I talked with Abdul, I talked with all our players. I talked with Abdul about this week and decided to not play him for the first two series. Listen, when he came back in the game, you saw the kind of impact he had and the player that this guy is. And this is a kid that I support this kid highly. For any young player that we have on the roster, whether it's Abdul or any rookie or young player, we're going to make sure we take him under our wing and continue to develop these guys because they're important to us. They're important to me. And Abdul's no different, just like Jaxson, just like, young players like Tracy and DA. All these guys that are stepping up in big-time major roles. These are the guys that we're continuing to develop, continuing to grow, continuing to be pros. The standards that we have in our program are sky high, and everyone's upheld to them. But that was my decision only. Anything else outside of it is going to be kept in-house.
Look, I get that he has to, kind of love him up a little bit too. But all it has to be is coach's decision, that's it. And Abdul Carter was not exactly taking a whole lot of credit, a whole lot of blame immediately.
Your second time in 3 weeks in storage, what happened?
Happens.
What happened?
I ain't gonna get into detail. Like I said, happened.
Why, Abdul?
Ask me the same question. I just answered.
No, that's a different question. Why is why does stuff happen?
Why is not what happened?
Why does stuff happen to you 2 weeks, 2 out of 3 weeks? It happens once. It happens twice. It's a trend.
It's funny. When things like this happen, we have certain people in our lives who things just seem to happen to. And there always seems to be one common denominator. Them.
Exactly.
And they have never taken blame for any of it. I don't know why it happened to me. And a lot of those sentences start with, what had happened was.
Exactly.
And that just can't be.
I got a nephew the same way. I'm like, man, don't even
I got buddies who are the same way. We all know that. Like, I can't get into this.
The damnedest things happen to me. No, yes.
Can you believe this happened to me? In fact, I can.
Yes, exactly.
Because I know you. Because I know that you have an immense capability of being stupid in particular moments. And I know.
Sorry, Carlin. Stupid is what stupid does.
Stupid does is what ends up with you on the sideline for the first quarter. And frankly, that was light. After it already happened once and it was just 2 series, that was light. We'll see if listen, I don't if anything like that happens again.
He don't take that seriously. That's a slap on the wrist. That's 2 times slap on the wrist. Statute of limitations damn near over. He'd be leaving in a minute.
But where's the leadership with his teammates? Like his teammates, Brian Burns is basically saying, yeah, he's got to grow up. But he's not. There's not any more of, and I don't expect anybody to go and hold his hand and make sure he's there. But when does somebody just light his ass up for what's going on?
Yeah.
How would you have handled that?
I mean, I would have put to the side, look, young fella, man, listen, you hurting us, but you're hurting yourself more. You know what I'm saying? At some point, listen, they're going to run out of patience with you, brother, and the next person coming in ain't trying to hear. The happiest person in there should be Thibodeau. Because he's saying, I ain't that. See, maybe y'all should invest in me. Y'all thought this guy was going to come and be some world beater, 1.5 sacks. I did better than that.
Here's another comment from YouTube. Sports Guru. Abdul C has some growing up to do, but the truth is he's no different from most young people his age. Actually, he is different in one way. he's making millions of dollars and has a chance to make $150 to $200 million. And if he's going to blow it by acting like a jackass, in some cases, when you are in positions like this, you do have to grow up a little bit quicker because there are too many opportunities for you to not grow up. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I want to remind you, earlier we did some audio files that was brought to you by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. 800-919-3776. How likely is it that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin break up, and a possibility of him joining the Giants? We'll discuss in moments on ESPN New York.
ESPN New York is throwing a holiday party you don't want to miss. Join us Friday, December 12th at your mother's house in Garden City Park. We'll be broadcasting the Michael K. Show live from 1 to 3, followed by Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg from 3 to 7, all while supporting a great cause. Bring a toy to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation and help make the season brighter for local kids in need. It's the ESPN New York Holiday Party, Friday, December 12th, brought to you by Spike Dade, Security Dodge, Amazon Pickup, and ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show's live from the NHL store at Manhattan West Plaza. Mark Messier stops by to discuss his new Game 7 merch line. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
The holidays are here, and Amazon Pickup is your MVP of package pickup. Need that perfect gift like a brand new jersey for the big game? With Amazon Pickup, you can grab your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule at no extra cost. It's fast, it's easy, and it keeps your holiday surprises tucked safely away. So whether you're running from work or heading to the holiday party, Amazon Pickup makes holiday shopping worry-free. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Clinton Yates here, and the holidays are upon us, full of gatherings, toasts, and plenty of cheer. And if you're like me, you want every moment to shine. That's why I head to Total Wine & More, where you'll find it all at the lowest prices, from rich whiskeys and smooth tequilas to festive liqueurs and elegant champagnes. And if you're not sure what to grab, their guides will help you find bottles that impress. You'll always find what you love and love what you find, only at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
Boy. Oh, boy.
I'm letting you go here. What are you
just
playing?
say boy.
What is that?
So when I come over here, well, it says
Bart's over at the Jets facility today.
Cold brew and sweet tea.
What the hell is that?
I took this off the sales desk because I be needing props to kind of move the camera up higher. So they be giving me stuff. So I took this off in case I need to.
So those are tap flags, is what they are. They're like taps.
Yeah. And it was on somebody's sales desk, so I just grabbed it because in case I need to lift up the screen so I can fit inside of the screen where like I'm not low and you high, that type of stuff.
I thought you were playing like some kind of blocks instrument.
You thought I had the clips?
Yeah, exactly.
Better than the cowbell.
Yes, it is definitely better than the cowbell. This was Adam Schefter on Get Up today. First of all, I want to hear from Schefter. He had a little bit more on Jaxson Dart on Unsportsmanlike and taking the hits that he's been taking, which I thought this is pretty interesting.
There have been people that repeatedly have talked to him and messaged him about it, but it's one of those things. It's just his habit. It's the way he plays. It's almost like trying to get somebody that has something that they're so used to break that habit. And that was a perfect example last night on the sideline there where he's trying to get that extra yard. He's right along the sideline. Just step out of bounds. Step out. What are we doing? I don't know if anybody's going to get through it. I really don't.
I mean, that says a lot. That these many people have already been trying to do it, and we're already at the point where we're in week 13?
Yeah.
And Adam Schefter is saying, I don't know if anybody's ever going to get through to him. What are we talking about here?
I mean, listen, he didn't start the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah.
How many seasons is he going to make it through for the whole season? Or he's going to be a guy that miss a game because of this injury, miss a game because of a concussion. Like, he already plays reckless for regular injuries. Let's not add head injuries in or something like that from physicality from that way.
Can you be any more direct than John Gruden was? Remember Gruden at the quarterback camp pre-draft?
Correct. I do.
I've got it right here.
Let's remind the people.
Yeah, here it is.
I want you to change your playing style.
Yes, sir.
I think it's reckless. I think it's careless. And I think it's dangerous. You're the only guy that can't play with a sore right shoulder. Mm-hmm. And we can't play without you. You've come out of some games now.
Right.
You had your ass knocked off and you sucked it up and went back in the game. But talk to me about some of these hits. Why won't you go out of bounds? Why won't you go down?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you're going to be in that concussion protocol tent, and I'm going to be holding the game plan going, where the hell is Dart at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Write it down, Evil Knievel. That's who you are. You're going to jump over a freaking canyon out there in Utah. Is that what you're going to do in your off season? I mean, you did it at USC. You haven't changed. Why haven't you changed?
Yeah, it's definitely something that when I watch back and in those moments, I definitely are like, all right, like that's not smart. It's not a smart hit to take. So that's definitely something I'm gonna, get better at. But in my mind, I'm always trying to be +2 and
plus what?
+2.
What's that?
Anytime you get hit with contact, I want to fall 2 yards forward.
Yeah, well, that's all great, but not anymore.
Like, I mean,
what's that?
You can't right. Like, what the hell is plus? Like John Gruden.
John Gruden never heard of +2.
Like, who created that? What idiot at your Pee Wee League team ingrained this in your head? +2. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people +2, but what if you need +8?
You keep getting,
now you done for the game.
You keep getting hit like that, you ain't going to be able to add up 2 + 2. Well, I mean, and so that's pre-draft when he's agreeing. Yeah, I look at that. I think that's stupid.
But you see him trying. Listen, this is John Gruden. One of the best quarterback developers in the game before he was a head coach. We talk about when he was with Brett Favre and Holmgren and all that stuff. You talk about that tree. He's a guy that has won a Super Bowl. Guy has been synonymous with being an offensive genius. And he's telling you something, and then you start with the but. No, it is no. Listen, it is no rebuttal. It wasn't a question. It was a statement saying to you, you're supposed to say, you know what, you're right. I got to get it together. I'm working on it. Just like quarterbacks that we had to teach Mark how to slide, right? Remember we brought Joe Girardi in, teach him how to slide. But it wasn't because Mark was out there trying to be Evil Knievel. Like those stories don't end well. Those stories are exciting, those stories are exhilarating, but they don't last. How long did Tebow time last?
Not at all.
Yeah,
and he had a lot less talent than Dart does.
Start taking him some of them world-class hits. He ain't want no smoke.
And I can't really blame him that he wouldn't want the smoke. Why would you want to do this? I wonder, how does Dart physically feel today?
Let me tell you something, Chris. It is so beautiful to be young. You bounce back.
I know.
You don't stretch. Listen, I used to go to practice, didn't stretch. I would come in. They would come in like after practice, especially like this time of year when it's super cold, and we was one of these teams that we gonna practice in the cold because we play in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray and those guys, you know where they would find me? Sleep in the hot tub. They say, man, are you crazy? You sit up there boiling your legs, man. You supposed to be in the cold? I'm like, nah, man, it's warm in here. I mean, I'm talking about I'm in there but sleep 30, 40 minutes trying to thaw out from practice, sleep. They say, man, you crazy, bro. But I ain't have to stretch. I just went straight to practice, straight from the lunchroom, coming in, eating late. Oh, man, you know what? With that first hamstring pull up, ooh, yeah, I'm on the slant board. I'm getting stretched out. I'm getting Tiger Balm put on my legs. I got the hot patches on there. Listen, man, old people or veterans don't become veterans because they don't learn to adjust and adapt. And he has to learn to adjust and adapt. Because if you don't adapt, you end up like the dinosaurs, baby.
You're making this sound like when I used to be able to go to McDonald's and hit the double quarter pounder without even blinking.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I think Kevin James did a bit on this once. I feel like a bear shot with a tranquilizer dart.
And you got acid reflux. Don't go down so smooth.
Where's that Pepsi at?
Tum, 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 tum.
But listen, where is the mentoring here? Like, what are we doing?
You got the blind leading the blind. I mean, I'm sure Jameis is talking to him like, hey, brother, hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Jameis is too busy trying to tell the officials where the punt went and knock 10 yards off it.
Russ like, man, I don't care, man. I'm trying to figure out what's next for me.
Now, listen, I know it's a little different with quarterbacks than it is the rest of the players. Because when you're at your position, when you're at linebacker, when you're at defensive line, you're expected to bring the younger guys along, right? Mm-hmm. You're expected, and you understand that that's part of the job, even though they are there to potentially take your job eventually down the line.
Correct.
It doesn't really seem to go that way with quarterbacks.
Yep.
They are more independent contractors, if you will.
Yeah, they're like, yo, man, you ain't taking my job. I'm trying to play for 15 years, and the quicker I become a backup, the quicker I'm out the league. Nah, bruh, I'm trying to get this leading man money.
I told you the story I heard about Brady.
Get one question?
Yeah. Brady used to tell his backup quarterback, and it started, I think, with Garoppolo, maybe before that. But every week, you get one question. You get one question. And that question could be, how you doing, Tom? But that's
Tom,
your question.
Tom, can you turn on the light? Can you pass me a pen? Yep, that's your question.
Your question is answered for the week. We'll see you next week. Oh, it's the bye? We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Ain't no rollover questions either.
Yeah, listen, that felt more like an independent contractor situation. So Russ,
Brett Favre to Rodgers. Rodgers to Love.
Yeah, I mean there was only so much that Rodgers was passing along to Love, and that wasn't happening very much, as we know. I'm blown away by the fact that it's just not getting through with this kid. That it is really, when you hear answers like this, it is the height of arrogance.
Look, I'm going to keep playing aggressive. Hopefully everybody can take a second to watch my tape going back to high school and realize that this is not a shock. I play the game aggressively. I took one hit that people are talking about. I slid, got out of the way of a lot of hits. So I appreciate people wanting to, me to be healthy and all that stuff. And I want to be healthy too. But I play this game aggressive. So I'm not going to just change how I play the game.
No,
he thinks that sounds tough. He thinks that's going to get the fans like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, that's not going to get the fans like that.
It's all for the games where you got to put Russell Wilson back in.
As soon as the fan sees that, they're going to say, what are you doing, you dumbass?
Slide, dummy!
That's what they're doing.
If I'm a defensive player, I'm listening to this. I say, oh, he going to try and be. See, you'll remember Menace to Society when the cops pulled over, Boys in the Hood, when they pulled over Trey. And he was sitting there like, man, what you pull us over for? And he said, oh, you think you tough. And he turned around and he put the gun to his head. You think you tough, don't you? Trey started crying on the car. See, if I'm a defender, I'm like, oh, he think he tough.
Well, here is the guy that delivered the blow. This is Christian Ellis asked about it last night.
What kind of message can a hit like that send to a quarterback or an opposing offense?
Make sure to slide.
The guy who leveled you on the sideline.
Yeah.
And that team came out last night. The Patriots came out like there were bounties because they were delivering shots all over the place.
Remember the early one when Van Rotten got mad because he was half sliding or slide, whatever the hell that was he did. What do you call it, glides? Because it wasn't a slide. So it was like, let me try and get down. And he got cleaned up, remember?
Yeah.
Earlier than Van Rotten was, look, bro.
Yeah. I
mean,
mean,
live. What you talking about?
Gunnar Olszewski. I mean, you want to be that good dude today? That concussion's got to be insane. The returner, what he took, and again,
yo,
it's clean hit because it's allowed. He's a runner at the time. He's not defenseless.
What's his name? The guy hit number 80 again?
Yeah, Gunnar Olszewski. Yeah.
He went to the sideline. They some killers. It's real. It's real. Like, and if you're a backup, could you imagine if you're the backup pump kickoff returner? Like, it's crazy out there, dog. It's hot. It's hot in them streets.
Like, I'm good.
One time, listen, it was only one time in my life.
You want to cut me now, Coach? Okay, I'm out.
Did I tell you the one time in my life where I turned it down?
No.
Yeah, man. It was Monday Night Football.
Really?
John Gruden.
What do you got?
Remember John Gruden? John Gruden was like, that guy. It was John Gruden.
That was a big deal.
And I'm sitting up here Monday Night Football, baby. And I'm sitting here, and it's like first quarter. I'm just doing my special team thing. You know what I'm saying? Second quarter, doing my special team thing. But all of a sudden, the Chiefs are starting to win. And then I come over, and I see my champion defeated. And I can remember like yesterday because I watched the TV copy too. And Ray was like, man, how they getting yardage, man? If they got 3 on me, somebody got to make a play. And John Gruden was like, yeah, Ray Lewis, you're a great player. But he put a big circle on him. Was like, yeah, Ray, this is one person. Will Shields was wearing Ray Lewis' ass out. And this one they had Will Shields, Willie Roaf, Dunn, Waters. They had 5 Hall of Famers on the offensive line. And remember, Priest Hall used to be there. So I think this was the Priest Bowl because they was doing a little extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is this the Priest Bowl? Because, when you go back to the place that cut you, they cut Priest for Jamal Lewis. And, man, they run this power crack sweep where they took Dunn, and Dunn was 6'6", and he was a 6'6". It was Tony Gonzalez on one side, and it was Dunn. And Dunn was like a goon. He was like the Anthony Mason of football. You know what I'm saying? He was known for choking dudes out. You know what I'm saying? He was strong as hell. I mean, he looked like Vernon Golson, 6'6", though, 260, coming down with a crack toss, ear holing the hell out of whoever he wanted to. Wow. And they would pull Will Shields and run, and then Ray was coming over, and all of us saw, like, is Ray crying? He wasn't crying. It was blood coming down his eyes. It looked like tears because they had split him open like Aaron Rodgers. That's how Ray nose was bleeding. Ray had on the surgical tape. He was like, Coach was like, Bart, you want to go in? I was like, you know what, Coach? I got to check his savings. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to go ahead and I was a rookie, too. I was like, you know what? I got to get used to the speed of the game, man. I'm just going to go ahead. Like, cause I'm like, hold up, man. You ain't going to let Ray tap out. He Ray Lewis. You can't just take him out and put me in. Hell no. You ain't set me up. What, I'm a crash test dummy? Nope. Let him do it. Let somebody else do it.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. That took guts for you to do that, by the way.
It was some killers out there, man.
No, I understand, but I'm talking about like at that point in your career, you're a rookie. You're basically a walk-on rookie. You made the team.
Do you know who Willie Roaf is?
Yes, I do.
Willie Roaf is like 6'5", 340, moving, glasses on, pulling. Because guess what? They was pulling when they pulled 2. They pulled Willie Roaf and they pulled Will Shields.
Those are 2 big dudes.
Will Shields was a killer. Will Shields went to the Patriots and was still killing people. He was like 50 years old. People talk about Larry Allen. Will Shields was meaner.
Wow.
No, matter of fact, it wasn't Will Shields. Will Shields is like the guy that was like really nice guy. He's a Hall of Fame. It was Waters. He was the goon.
Yeah.
He was a goon. Look it up, man. And that's when Priest Hall led the league in rushing. I'm like, listen, you're not about to embarrass me on TV like that. Ain't nobody about to come over here and say, hey, man, y'all want to see a dead body? And it's me, laid out. They putting the chalk outline outside of me on Monday Night Football, John Gruden. Oh, they put Bart Scott. Who's Bart Scott? Yeah. It's been real. And about to do my obituary on Monday Night Football in front of 20 million fans after I watched Ray Lewis sitting up there bleeding to the white meat, talking about there's 2 or 3 of them. You know how bad somebody got to be kicking your ass for you to ask somebody, come to the sideline with a straight face and say it's 3 of them on me? 3? It's like Kevin Hart when he said his dad went out there and he's fighting the neighbor, and the neighbor hit him with a 3-piece real fast. He's like, hold up. Are they jumping me? Like, no, Dad. Just him. So he an octopus. He got 5 arms. Nah, Daddy, yeah, it's just him. Whooping your ass. One about to be me.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show's live from the NHL store at Manhattan West Plaza. Mark Messier stops by to discuss his new Game 7 merch line. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Listen up, football fans. Why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night. Okay, Kirk. I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Rich Eisen here. As you all know, I care deeply about pediatric cancer research and awareness. That's why I'm proud to talk about Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 27 years, every Hyundai sold has helped fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. Together with over 850 dealers nationwide, they've raised more than $277 million, supporting over 25,000 kids in their fight against cancer. At Hyundai, hope isn't optional. It comes standard. Visit HyundaiUSA.com and search Hyundai Hope on Wheels to learn more.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Okay, little Rhythm Nation.
We're part of a Rhythm Nation. Were you doing the Johnny Jackson dance?
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember what it is, but I was doing it back then.
Hey!
I had this album. I love this album. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Let's see if we can get the sound from this, too. Dave in Brunswick is checking in next on ESPN New York. Dave, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Carlin? What's up, Bart? First things first, can't wait. Big Jets fan.
What up?
But what's up, bro? But yesterday I was watching the Manning cast, right? You guys got to see when he took that hit from Ellis, was it? Manning, Peyton Manning was just talking about how he's got to, his best, like all the stuff they always say, right? Your best ability is availability. He's got to stop taking these hits. He's got to grow up and mature. And as soon as he finished the sentence, I mean, this guy just lays him out, and you could see the disgust in Peyton Manning's face. You got to see it. You guys have to see his face, man. I felt so bad for the kid, but I'm like, I mean, everybody's telling him, this guy's going to end up one day just like lining up under center facing the wrong way.
Listen, when I have not seen the Manning cast version of it yet, but now I want to go back and look, and I will go take a look. But I'm tired of saying, how is he going to learn? When is he going to learn? Because he just may not. It's abject stubbornness right now that doesn't need to be the case. It does not need to be the case at all.
Yeah, like I told you. Hard head make a what, Carlin?
Soft ass?
Yes, sir.
See, you were saying a hard ass made a soft ass. That's what confused me.
I said a hard head make a soft ass.
No, you were saying hard ass makes a soft ass, and that's what was confusing me.
Hard head makes a soft ass.
That I get.
Oh.
I don't know what a hard ass making a soft. I swear to God, that's what you said first.
Because
I was confused by that.
If I said that, my mother beat me more than I thought.
Well, you want to talk about a hard head? Here it is.
I understand the question. This is football. Like, I'm going to get hit if I'm in the pocket or outside the pocket. Like, it's like I feel like I've played this way my whole entire life. It shouldn't be like any shocker to anybody if you've followed along with my career. I'm not playing soccer out here. Like, you're going to get hit. Things happen. It's part of the game.
Listen.
Messi, like, bring that stuff to me, man. Bring that stuff to me. You talking tough? You think you tough?
I don't want to go back and start watching your high school and college tape and say, oh, look, he was a tough guy back then.
Oh, look at him. He's 20 pounds bigger than everybody out there.
You're 6'2" and 220. This got to Cam Newton, who's 6'5" and 250. Like, how are you supposed to be able to just continue to do things that nobody else who's been bigger, faster, and stronger has been able to do? You're that indestructible.
Yeah. The alien took the L, too. That's why he lost his job to Danny Dimes, baby.
Well,
they said, Danny Dimes, go play with a broken fibula. Don't worry about it. We'd rather have you than have that bum.
Oh, there's no question they'd rather have Danny Dimes out there with a broken leg. No doubt. Wouldn't you?
Not against the alien.
He's the alien in that he might listen, he might be from another world, but he ain't able to throw it like he's from this world. It's amazing to me how that exactly, you get that nickname because you can run all over the place and look good, but you can't complete 50% of your passes. Yeah, that's an alien, all right? It's an alien because most quarterbacks can do that, and somehow you don't.
First guy off the bus.
All bus team, is that what he is? The guy who looks like it?
All bus team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a couple of friends, teammates like that in my day, believe me. Looked like Tarzan, playing like Jane.
All I can continue to say is that I feel like this is going to end badly. And it's the last thing any of us need to see. And it's just your own stubbornness, and it just doesn't have to be. And it's selfish. It's selfish. It's a selfish way to play the game when that team needs you desperately to be its leader, to be its franchise quarterback. And you're just I'm going to be a tough guy, and I'm going to get after it because I'm a team guy. No, you're not being a team guy here. You're getting the rest of your teammates involved in a scrum because you got hit legally. That's not being a team guy.
Exactly.
That is not being a team guy.
It's being a nice guy.
All right, that'll do it for us. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Yep. Is Asman in today for the K? The K-ster, day off, snow day for Michael. Couldn't make it into work since he does the show from home.
You're an ass man.
So Jake Asman is coming up next, right here on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page.
Tuesday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. The show's live from the NHL store at Manhattan West Plaza. Mark Messier stops by to discuss his new Game 7 merch line. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Gotham City football is coming.